Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sunday Roundtable stream. And yeah, we're gonna have a couple of chats about kind of what we enjoy, or something that we like, or something we're looking forward to in the new year. Since we're still in January, and we're kind of talking about things. Well, we're trying to talk about things a little more positive, since the world is all doom and gloom and falling apart all the time. So we're gonna jump into that stuff. But first, let me say a quick hello to the chat out there. We had Gap After Dark. I believe the first one in here though was Adam. Way earlier today. He was the first to say hello, but it didn't catch. But yes, and then we have Gap After Dark. We got William in the house. What's up, brother?
Hey.
Awesome, dude. Always great having you in here. Lasso of Truth. How you doing, Trina? Hope you're gonna be feeling better and resting up as well. We know Tina Bojan is also, she's under the weather. So yeah, send out good thoughts for her. Again, Adam, he was saying hi to everybody as well. Adega, who's also on the panel, and we're gonna get to everyone.
No, I'm not. Sheer illusion. Sheer illusion.
Well, you know what, Vinny? It's a good thing. Being under the weather is better than being under the leather, probably in her condition. So rest up, Tina, and we hope to see you soon.
Speak for yourself.
We got Brutal Morningwood in the house as well. So always great seeing you in here, my friend. Manliness and motivation. So get ready for some Kevin Spacey jokes.
They're coming.
Oh shit! Tree Rock Creation.
Matter of fact, never play that part again.
Tree Rock fans, sending good thoughts to you and your family as well. I know there's a few things going on right now. Dude, Tony, what's up, man? Cool. He's gonna be there in a little bit. He needs to eat. That's it. Manja, man.
What's her name?
Say again.
What's her name?
Oh, sure. It's his wife.
I do believe it's Reese.
Lion Grattan, how you doing, brother? Chris was saying hi, everybody. We got Frankie in the house as well. Look at that. Awesome. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make positivity the new herpes. There was another clip. I forgot to put it in here. Damn it. But we do have some funny ones. I was telling the guys, because we were making some jokes earlier about a universal bathroom, and the guy said, "Isn't that Philly?" And I went, "No, that's New York subway system." But there is a great clip I want to show for you guys. It's a new universal sign that you put on the door of the restrooms.
All right, so I think this covers it all, right?
Yeah, I think is the man, the woman. Mm-hmm. That's the he, she's, or the interspecies, whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever you say.
And this is Christians, Muslims.
I assume the dollar sign is meant to represent Jews.
Well, it ain't the Mormons.
Let's not get into that.
One of the funniest shows. Holy crap! If you guys didn't see last week, it was how James Gunn, how he convinced the executives at DC to hire him.
We got to definitely write a song about how we do not diddle kids. Do not diddle kids. It's no good diddling kids.
There is no quicker way for people to think that you are diddling kids than by writing a song about it.
You got to write a song that says, I wouldn't do it with anybody younger than my daughter. No little kids, got to be big, older than my wife, older than my daughter, something like that.
How specific?
That'll never get old. Holy hell.
How long before they digitally decide that that's not appropriate, though? That's what I'm worried about. So I hope you've got it on physical, boys and girls.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, right?
That's why I have all of the family on DVD.
Yeah, Auntie Susan right now is getting her panties all in a bunch. Jokes? How dare you make jokes on this platform? This isn't someplace to have fun.
Yeah, how dare you guys? But don't worry. I'll have to do a Tom Hanks one as well. Gun one.
What a sexy baby!
We'll have to
are there any clips with him starting out typing on a typewriter? Because that'd be the perfect way to start it.
There wasn't a typewriter one. There's one on the computer. Hold on.
You know.
Frank, what's going on in here? What happened?
I had a minor stroke. No big deal.
What's with the gun, dude?
I'm trying to find a son of a bitch who fathered my children.
What, by doing MySpace?
Yeah, and I did everything they said to do. I put a picture, a profile, thing won't tell me where the bastard lives. No hesitation. No surrender. No hesitation. No surrender. No surrender. No surrender. No surrender. Oh, shit.
I tell you what, that was the best scene in Captain Phil ever.
Yeah. I'm not
damn.
gonna complete that one.
Dude, you gotta
Look
love
into
some
my
of
eyes.
these
Look at me. I'm the fiddler now.
pictures. Oh, jeez. Legends of the Braveheart said Jennifer Lawrence was the first Kevin Spacey. Oh, that's kind of hilarious. Oh my god.
Oh,
Dude,
Lordy.
just that's and all these wonderful people here laughing on panel here. We got Tom and the Guinea Pig Collective. How you doing today, my friend?
Oh, I'm doing okay. How are your toes?
They're okay. They're just a little cold. It's like
Okay.
dropped down
All
to
right. Watch
38.
out. The pigs are looking for someplace warm, and they're liable to sneak into your place and try to take everything that's down at the ground level. So just be careful. That's all I'm going to say.
Shiatsu. That's it. Yeah, we all got to be careful. It's crazy out there. But don't worry. We have supernatural strength on our side. We have Draven, a resident vampire.
Hey.
How you doing?
What's up? I'm doing good. Just chilled most of the day. Slept, obviously, But yeah, I'm looking forward to talking about some of the stuff that we're looking forward to this year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because without having something to look forward to, it's just going to be like one of those things where like, okay, what's new now? Wait, did they find a fourth dump from Biden? Yes, they did.
Yep.
Holy hell! I got
No FBI raids.
I got to do some kind of meme or something where you just see him and there's papers all over the place coming out of his pockets in the background.
Dude, it's that clip. It's that clip with the dead hookers in the car, where the Norm Macdonald one, where the papers coming out.
It's exactly. Oh, dude, yeah, we got to get that out.
I swear, the Biden White House right now, it reminds me of the Money Pit with Tom Hanks. Like everything just keeps falling apart.
Yeah.
Oh, it really does.
In this country.
Yeah, they're gonna throw him in front of a bus. You know they will. But hey, you know what? We got Chris here as well, man. Chris, how you doing tonight?
Hey, doing pretty good. I get to observe tomorrow as a holiday, so woo, no work tomorrow, and we get to celebrate my tax-paying money going towards a giant bronze turd.
Oh, that's right.
Is it a turd or is it a penis or is it a?
I don't know. It looks like a big metallic Duke. Two hands holding it.
It's Mr. Hanky. Hidey ho.
Wait, it's a new statue they put out.
Yeah. These like so basically, like I read the story of the guy who like made it. He's like, I'm really surprised it even made it because I didn't think it would. And it's like, dude, I don't think you're alone on that one.
Wow. I don't think I saw this thing yet. If someone wants to find it.
Yeah, it's a giant turd. And my tax-paying money went to it. Since I'm a customer, I have the right to complain.
Holy hell!
And because we're friends at Chris, we're gonna complain with him. What do you guys think?
No, Chris, you're wrong. It was in celebration to the First Lady and, of course, Martin Luther King, and it was a members-only statue.
Members only. Was it like a jacket from the 80s?
Jeez. Hey, Doc, how you doing tonight?
Doing pretty good. Frantically looking for that giant turd image for you so you can check it out.
Meantime, we do high five.
Oh, I got one. I'm going to send it to you.
All right. Shoot that over. Adam, how are you tonight, my friend?
Dude, I'm doing great. Pacific 414, baby. Just got off with those guys. They hit 350 subscribers. Just had a great celebration stream. Talking about all you guys. We were talking AEW, and I mean, come on, you know what's going to happen when I'm on a panel. It's getting brought up. Wrestling's going to get brought up at some point.
Oh yeah, dude. All right, holy crap, we got to share screen.
But yeah, it's been a good day, man. It's been a really good day.
Yeah, well, awesome. No, I'm happy to hear that. So the doc, he sent it.
Yeah, he did.
Yep.
That's a huge shit. What a huge pile of shit.
Oh
That's at least 14.6 Curix.
See, had I known, I would have shown the bathroom clip then.
Hot.
I don't know. I'm getting Tom Green with the elephant. That's what I'm getting.
Big old long.
Look at me, Daddy. I'm a farmer.
Wow. this is unbelievable. This is crazy. I saw Rand Paul had ripped into Pelosi, and he had his whole speech about Davy Crockett and everything. And they said everyone got up and applauded because he just like embarrassed them. He talked about all the wasteful money. There's like 50. He just added it up, just the useless stuff that's out there. 50 billion that are just throwaway things, like trying to find out the sound of a mating ritual for some animal in another country. $3 million over here. You know, all sorts of weird dumb shit. And it's like, why don't they audit them? Why are they going after us? Why don't they why don't they go after some of these politicians to find out how they made millions and millions of dollars during a pandemic and lockdown for 3 years? Maybe we should dive into that. Just saying. Manliness, I agree with you. I think Rand Paul would be fantastic.
I think he's just crazy enough.
I like his dad when he was running.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. There are good ones out there. It's just, it's this swamp. This swamp is huge. It's deep. It's huge. Tremendous. Like my hands.
But they wouldn't give him the coverage. Like that's the problem. Like, basically, the presidency is just a big popularity contest at this point.
Oh yeah, man, it really is. It's freaking crazy. But you know what? I think if Rand Paul does it, because I mean, the guy, he's got to get juiced up a little bit more. He's got to go on roids, just like Charlie Day.
I start thinking, and it makes me so angry. What am I saying?
Seriously, you know what they need to do, though, Vinny?
What's that?
I'm pretty sure all you guys probably would agree with this one. What they need to do is they really need to have IQ tests for anybody that's going to run for president. Under a certain number, they cannot not get in. Seriously, this would eliminate a lot of stupidity.
Oh, yeah, just like
term limits would help.
At a certain age, I think that's the same thing should be mandatory. Because how many times, especially in Florida, I mean, Tommy, you could probably attest to this, where you just see a pair of hands at the top of a white hair. And you're like, why does that person go 3 miles an hour? And you just see
they're looking through. They're looking through the steering wheel.
Yeah, not even. Holy crap!
We get those here too.
What's up, Bone? Oh yeah, dude, it's insane, and and they're not taking away the licenses of those kind of people. That's dangerous, really dangerous shit out there. Oh yeah, I don't know, dude. It's crazy. But hey, we want to talk about more positive things anyway, and kind of what we're looking forward to. Because, I don't know. We'll go around the horn a little bit here. Draven, because I know you're down with a lot of the video game stuff, and there's a handful that I'm looking forward to as well. Just don't know when I'm going to be able to play them. But yeah, what did you see out there that looks pretty good?
So here's this game called Forspoken. I know it's a chick protagonist, and everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, it's a chick," But I don't know. I think it looks interesting. Basically, you have like powers, and you go into this like other world, and it looks like there's free roam and stuff.
Okay.
But see, you're a vampire. You like playing chicks.
Yeah, it's true. But like, you have all the powers and shit. And, like, depending on what your play style is, you can like play different powers and stuff. But yeah, it looks interesting. There's a demo for PS. It's for PS5 only, and I think PC. Yeah.
So to try to get with the times, I'm just curious, Draven, are you going non-blood type now?
Non-blood type? What do you mean?
Yeah, well, it's kind of like non-binary, except you're non-blood type.
Oh, no. But I can see how people might think that this might be pushing some kind of thing, with the female lead, because
I don't think so.
Wrapped up.
Everybody,
No, it's a diverse female.
It's a diverse female.
Illness haircut.
Yeah, and she does have the kind of side shave thing.
Yeah, but I mean, we've had plenty of games in the past where they had female protagonists and they've been absolutely fine. So
but this is past that point. Like it's all the new shit's garbage. I'm sorry.
I haven't played the demo yet, but I'm gonna give the demo a try, and if I like the demo, despite whatever the story might be, if the gameplay is fine, I think I'll be alright with it.
Yeah, I hear you. See, I'm with manliness, man. Yeah, I think John Wick. I'm looking forward to that one.
Same.
Kind of teaser trailer that they dropped looked pretty damn good. I'd be down for that. I know there's a couple movies that are going to be filming, not necessarily coming out this year, but I did hear that the Mel Gibson thing that was bullshit about him doing a movie on those really rich families that kind of have been controlling, destroying the world. They said that's bullshit. What he's actually working on right now. They're going to be shooting. I believe they said in the spring. It's going to be the Passion of the Christ, the sequel to that, which is the Resurrection. They are
really?
doing that. Yeah, they're going to start filming in the spring, and he's also going to be starring in and directing Lethal Weapon, the next installment of that. So I don't know who wrote it, but they said he's directing it. So that should be interesting. Mel Gibson is always pretty damn awesome. Oh damn, Chris!
Ouch.
Was your cat taking the steroids too? So he knocked over a bunch of shit.
No, he gets upset because I'm not paying attention to him. And as I was talking, I heard this kaboom, and I ran upstairs, and the entire shelf holding my PS3, my Xbox 360, and all my games is now tipped over. And I was like, how the hell can you even do that? It's like 2.5 foot deep.
Well, you know what, Chris? You will never need a wife because you know exactly how it feels. So congratulations.
That's crazy. She a lesbian in a wheelchair, not diverse enough if she isn't.
Yeah, I'm so tired of that diverse female, like feminist. Like, we need the patriarchy back in our entertainment.
Holy crap, man! Yeah. Oh, dude, that. He was like my spirit animal in that movie.
Yes,
that's another one. I want to get some quotes. Yeah.
I'm the bad guy. No, Michael Douglas. In this case, you're not.
It's the lens for the screens. That's all this is. Like, I don't want to go blind because we got the for some reason there's no dark mode on StreamYard, so it's just like I'm getting this glare in my eyes. So, I'm sure these computers are destroying our eyes anyway, but I'm not a doctor. But anything that could help prevent any kind of further damage would be great. Holy hell. There's a few games I'm looking forward to, and one is surprisingly enough, the only thing out of Star Wars, it's that new the Jedi game. I'm looking forward to that one. The remake for Resident Evil 4, I'm looking forward to that. There was another game I can't think of right now. The other day it was going over it in my head, but I'm having a brain fart now.
There's 2 re-releases that come out this month too that I'm looking forward to.
What's that?
Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4 Gold. If you have a PC, you can play it. They're on Game Pass if you have PC or
Megami Tensei series.
Yeah.
Nice.
The Persona 5 is the newest one, but they're RPGs.
Okay. Oh, very cool.
Yeah, I'm definitely ecstatic for Tears of the Kingdom, the next Breath of the Wild. Basically, the Majora's Mask to the the Ocarina of Time. So basically, Breath of the Wild, in my opinion, was one of the best games I've ever played. It had its flaws, but there's a few little Japanese quirks in there that annoyed me. But
those
more
are
or less
strictly just Nintendo stuff, right?
Yeah. Zelda is a Nintendo property, so the likelihood of us ever seeing it outside of a Nintendo console is pretty slim, unless you emulate.
And then I was a little kid the last time I played a Nintendo game.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. Is like modern games don't have any game designers anymore. They haven't had there aren't game designers in AAA game development anymore. There's economists and movie auteurs. Nobody game designs haven't evolved in almost 20 years. Like everyone, like when I was, when I left the industry back in 2014, I was disgusted by, hey, let's just make this game like this, and it was just a bunch of people looking at older games and just like ripping off their ideas, and it's like, you guys have no concept of like anything new or innovative or anything. You're just grabbing old shit and then throwing your own stink on it, and most of the time you're not even improving it. And
it is. It's half-assed ideas, stolen property, stolen everything now.
Well,
you're right. Let's say no one has imagination anymore.
Like somewhere along the line, game developers forgot that story was in service of the game and not the other way around.
Right.
And I don't know about you, but paying $70 now for a freaking marginally interactive CG film, I'll just watch it for free on YouTube and have somebody else play it. That's what everybody else is doing.
Yeah, I mean, I do get it. There's a lot of games like I won't even touch just because I kind of know what it is too. Like how short it's going to be. Like you're not really getting much out of it. I did get the first one that came out from this one, and I enjoyed the shit out of it. It is something I would definitely go back and play again. I have kind of played a couple levels here or there because I enjoyed the kind of learning those abilities, and then that you go back and you play, other boards and unlock stuff again. Like there's something about it that you could tell it had more of an old school kind of video game design to it because those people actually seem to give a shit.
Well, I find that game design, if you actually want games, like Nintendo falls into a trap that's very similar to what modern gaming is, because I put Nintendo in a different category than modern game development.
Yeah.
Like Nintendo, they know what works and they just replicate it over and over and over. It's like, how many freaking Mario games are you going to play? You played one, you pretty much played them all. And like, oh, look, it's a 3D Mario. Okay, well, Mario World and Mario Sunshine and Mario Odyssey. Okay, they're the same game with like one minor difference, one little gimmick. But it's the same shit over and over. But I like that. Like Breath of the Wild was your Ubisoft like open world play the map thing, but they did it really well. Like the game was there was no narrative. Like there was, but it was very limited. It wasn't the game told you the story. It was the player told the story. It was a water cooler thing. Like, did you know you could do this? Or I just found this.
Like, and Elden Ring is like that too.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I think it sparked such an interest. Is people are tired of freaking movies. And
because like you can see as much or as little of the story as you want. In Elden Ring, based on where you go or what you do. So
well, the other game that I'm really looking forward to is one that I backed on Kickstarter last year. It's an independent game from, I want to say they're Bulgarian developer. It's a game called Mandragora.
I remember that one. Yes, I think we were on Red's channel when you had brought that one up. Yeah. That one looked awesome.
Yeah, I love Castle. What is it? Metroidvania style game where you're, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, and again, I remember that thing too because you could pick what platform you wanted it on.
Yep.
Yeah, there was like 4 different options or 5 different options.
Yeah,
if you want on Xbox, PC. Yeah, dude, that is some cool
Switch,
stuff.
Hell yeah.
I feel like those types of games, Bloodstained is really good
Ritual
too.
of the Night.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool stuff. That's where I find like I'm starting, like, obviously I'm a retro fan, like, and I think a lot of people that were like, like my age or whatever are like, yeah, modern game just really isn't doing it for me. So I'll just go back to the catalog of games I never played, back in the 2000s or whatever, or 80s or 90s. Yeah. But like the indies though, these little low budget, well, I shouldn't say low budget, but like non AAA budget, non-marketed to oblivion, non-Hollywood pushed, whatever. I'm actually enjoying those games more. Even if it is member berries, it's, oh, look, like, you remember Shovel Knight? Like Shovel Knight was a huge success. And I think a lot of it was because people were like, wait a minute, this is like an old Nintendo game. Like, it's a game. It's not a marginally interactive CG film where somebody tells me to shoot the lock.
Well, I think that was like that with a lot of those games where they were all falling into the same trap of like emulating one another. And I mean, that's why I enjoyed games like Tropico more than I liked more of these other action games, because it was something different. It wasn't the same humdrum of everything that everybody else was putting out at the time.
Well, that's again, it's the people who are going to play with different concepts and things of that nature. I mean, like, even for the big games, the AAA games, like God of War from the original one, it was something so different that I've never seen before. And even like when they kind of reimagined it, not the newest one that came out, the one right before it, there's still a whole bunch of hidden stuff throughout that game. I mean, there's even there's a part where you can start collecting like infinity stones, or the equivalent to an infinity stone.
Snap.
And a lot of people didn't know there was even a left, right, up, down code on a specific part of the board.
Yeah, to open up a portal.
It opens up a portal, and and you get another item or you fight something. Like, they still had some really cool surprises, and like when they have the balls to do that, and again, I know a game like that, it drove people insane, and families. Forget about it. Like, people weren't seeing their families like in what 6 years or something until a game was
Yeah.
done. But you could see what they really did, what they brought to life. The sequel that just came out, I mean, that was a shit ton of fun. It's something I'd still want to go back and
I need to finish it.
Oh yeah, dude. There's a lot of great stuff in there. But again, you want to see new things. You want to see more fresh things. The remakes that they're doing on Resident Evil, it's something I wasn't expecting. Things I didn't think I'd be running back and playing again. But like the remake for the second game, I think that is like nearly perfect. I had so much fun with that. And when they do like the beast scenarios and they change everything, they put things in different spots, and you start off in a whole different area. Like they paid respect to the original game, but then did it in such a way where it's a whole new experience, And yeah, it is more like it plays more like a movie, but I prefer that. I want something cinematic because cinema is kind of falling to shit right now. There's a handful of movies that's like worth watching or getting your hands on.
That Metroidvania thing?
Oh yeah. Yeah. You get different
that
classes.
looks so good.
Well,
and they got funded and everything, right?
Oh yeah, dude, these guys rocked it, and they got my support. I mean, I think I backed like the biggest tier you could get.
Nice.
Is there still a way of ordering this one, or is it locked out?
I'm not sure. I'll find the link to the Kickstarter and then see if they're still doing like a whatever. But I think what they'll do is once the Kickstarter campaign ends, it'll just be for sale essentially on your preferred platform.
Right.
So I'm definitely going to be a PC guy, Master Race. But I also ordered because the tier that I backed, I got the PC demo version, like the non-physical digital edition for Steam, and then I got the physical edition for the Switch.
Oh, nice.
So
Dude,
yeah,
that does look so good.
God, I wish I had that talent or access to that.
Yeah,
the backgrounds remind me of Hollow Knight, or I remember the game Dust.
Oh yeah, Dust, the Illusion Tale or whatever.
Yep. Where it was all like done in watercolors. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Dude, see, I love that though. You can see the care they put into this, the whole concept, the artwork, the worlds that they built here. Beautiful stuff, man.
Yeah. This is the art direction is amazing. Like it has a single unified, like it almost reminds me of Joe Mad style in some regards, like the monster designs.
Like Joe Mad mixed with Castlevania.
Yeah.
Getting that flavor for sure.
Man,
dude, that is so good.
Hell yeah! Look at that map.
That's what I'm talking about.
And the classes, so it's like there's replayability. Like one guy's like he's like an alchemist mage or whatever. This guy's got like a mace. This is a wizard, shoots lightning and stuff.
Dude, that is awesome.
And then, like I don't know. I love it when when you see the small guys pulling out stuff that's like more impressive than the big guys.
Yeah, because you could see it, man. You could see it. They've been working years on this thing. They get it ready.
Reminds me of the Conan game that they had a while back for like PS3 and Xbox 360 genre. Back then, they had a Conan game that came out that was really fun.
Well, dude, look at Tobor. He was in the chat last week. Dude, he made his own video game as well.
Oh yeah,
Shards of I keep forgetting the last part of it. Shards of Gozan, I think it's called. Look at the last stream I did. Dude, this guy, what he did, he made his own Conan type game, and it is beautiful. Like I said, I want to get him back on. He's been busy. He's working on some other stuff, so he wasn't able to make it last week. And this week, I completely forgot to message him. That's my bad, but
I got to get in contact with some game engineers because I definitely would love to start up something, something small. I mean,
dude, that would be amazing.
Oh, nice.
That looks like a sphere grid video game. I'd buy that for fucking a lot of money.
And I'd buy that for $1 cheaper.
No, fuck that, dude. You're worth more than $1, homie. That's an insult because your work and the stuff that you've created, man. And I know that it's not just you, but the story's great, and the stuff you've told us and shared, and the plans like that. And again, like you said, it was a D&D style, tabletop game, but that would be a badass,
just like
arcade style game too.
Yeah. By the way, Time Profit. No, I haven't. I haven't tried oil paintings yet. I've done a couple of acrylics, um, and a couple of even like Bob Ross style ones. One actually made it into Through the Woods. It's in the background on like 2 pages.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, if you have a copy, you can flip through that and take a look. But yeah, no, I haven't because I don't have an area where I could actually paint like that properly. Yeah, no, it's a lot, and those paints and shit, they're not cheap. So,
I know, dude. We'll get a GoFundMe to get you a studio.
dude, that would be fantastic. But I don't know, dude. Yeah, no, it's just there's so much stuff out there, so much I wanted to do as well and be a part of, and But hey, we're working on stuff too. So like, there's a bunch of stuff I want to get done for you guys for this year. Sequels to projects, new stuff. But yeah, like I said, we're all working hard. We want to get better things out there because again, the mainstream it's like so dry right now. Everything is just barren or pretty much like the super woke shit, and it's like, what is the point of all that stuff? I don't know. It's kind of a joke.
I just don't see how it keeps going when there's like next to nobody supporting it. And then it makes you wonder, is anybody really supporting it? And there's still, I mean, we know there's I don't know, I guess there's a few fans of some of it, but I mean, I don't know, man. The only thing I'm looking forward to, if it doesn't completely suck as of right now, is really the Deadpool movie. Because I've seen the first 2 in theaters. So I'm looking forward to that. But really, outside of like the little group we've got here, like waiting on Tommy to get his stuff, and you and Chris are working on stuff, and of course those of us that are working on other stuff, like there's really not a lot to be overly excited about, sadly. I mean, like looking at stuff like this, yeah, sure, that and that's another thing. That's the beautiful thing of these streams is we share stuff that maybe people like, I had no idea that was going on. This, y'all educate me all the time on stuff. But, it's a good thing. But that's a part of, for everybody, that's what we're trying to do here is, hey, this looks really good. What do y'all think? Again, we wouldn't all be hanging out watching AEW if it wasn't for Draven.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's exactly it, man. And that's it. We have good friends, good people kind of in our circle, people in the chat. We listen, we hear a bunch of stuff. You guys point us in the direction of a lot of good things as well. I mean, that's kind of part of it. Because we want to support, again, people who are actually putting out quality stuff, not these corporations that just keep regurgitating the same nonsense. Because what is it? If you look at any streamer,
us on Pacific 414, and I had that up for my avatar for half the stream because the guys loved it. So I wouldn't get you in trouble.
Red had about 10 different streams he had to take down because somebody was showing something that was just in a thong.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah. It depends.
Yeah. Let's go back to all my lightsaber theory videos. A whole bunch of them were almost yanked off of YouTube, but they wound up being because you have not for children, which is your normal stuff, but then you actually have an age restricted category, which is 18 and up only, which restricts your viewership even more because it will not get picked up by the algorithm once it's thrown into that category. So they took a whole bunch of my lightsaber theory videos, which just had a few women holding the lightsabers, and they were in bikinis, or not even, some of them not even bikinis, just semi-revealing clothing where you see a lot of their legs or a lot of their midriff. Yeah, YouTube went after me for all that shit.
Yeah. And that just needed to claim it was saber yoga. You would have been
right. Jeez, it's insane.
Saber religion, man. It's a religion, so they can't touch it.
But what I was saying before was, and that's it, because now, again, the hot topics is going to be for next couple of weeks, whatever. It's Velma, and it's going to be Last of Us. That's all everyone's going to be blabbering about. It's going to be the same people who cry, don't see, it's garbage, blah, blah, blah. They're all going to watch it, and they're all going to have these.
Well, I'll tell you what, Vinny, I watch it so you don't have to, and I'm going to sit here and talk about this thing so you understand how bad it is, so you can hate along with me. Everybody in the congregation, I tell you, this thing was a piece of trash. Do not watch it. Wink, wink. Do not watch it because you are giving money to these studios, and I don't want to see you do that. Praise me by send me a super chat.
Well, that's like I'm like talking to these people. Like, I guess Doomcock recently released a thing about Kathleen Kennedy is going to be fired again or some shit, and I'm like, if she gets fired, And then there's people in there arguing me. Oh, it'll change if she gets fired. It's like, dude, you're an idiot. It's not about the person in charge. It's about the ideology that's being pushed.
Exactly.
It's like, even if they replace that person, it's going to just, another person's going to pop up. It starts at the very, very top and works its way down. Like,
what if they're worse too, Draven? Then what?
Yeah, exactly.
How many times?
And you're like, oh, it's not going to be like that.
No.
Rah, rah, rah.
How many times I got to tell you, the only cock to listen to is Hans' cock. These people, they are so soy-based, it's ridiculous. They're sitting there sucking the teat of the mouse, left, right, and center, while blowing smoke up your ass. Listen, trust good old Hans cock. I tell you straight, I'll take the money. I'll do another Indiana Jones movie. But I'm telling you guys, don't watch it. It's crap. I mean, yeah, not Harrison. I'm Hans cock. Thank you, everyone.
And then they like quote like people like Cameron Pasha, and he's a great person. But like I feel like some of the people that like have actually worked in the industry have like infiltrated into this community, and like they give misdirects, and they do it on purpose to try to fuck
because it's rage. It's rage clicks.
Our entire like not necessarily movement, but you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, it's good for business. For you keep your enemy confused.
Yeah.
Like and then the whole gaslighting thing. Like I had never heard the term gaslighting until about 2 or 3 years ago, and now it's like everything is gaslighting. Everything, you know, and it like basically, I wouldn't even say it's gaslighting. It's just basically emotional manipulation. Like we're basically being emotionally like I don't know, manipulated, brainwashed, all this crap, and it's so tiring. It's like this is why like when we're talking like, oh well, it's got a black female diverse lead in it or whatever. I'll just give it. No, I'm done. Like, like I'm not even going to invest the effort because I'm going to be gaslit. I'm going to be told, oh, you didn't like this because you're racist. You didn't like this because you hate women. I'm like, dude, I got a freaking female avatar. Like, one of my main heroes is a badass chick. Like,
well.
Well, played by a woman, by the way.
They point fingers. I mean, it's really stupid what they're doing. It really is. Because I'm sorry, like you said, I had a couple of verbal spats with people when I went to review. I watched like the first 2 episodes, I think, of that Resident Evil show, and I just ripped it to shreds. That I'm not supporting it. And
you gotta watch it
anyway.
all.
Yeah, because everyone said the same thing. I had a friend.
Casting.
Well, 1 second. I had a friend who was like a diehard. Like, oh no, it's actually pretty good. I went, okay, I'll give it a shot then. I trusted this person. I went to watch them like from the start. Dumpster fire. I ripped into it. I did videos on it, and then I did I think 2 live streams. And one of the people went, "Oh, this person is a misogynist and everything else." And I went, "Oh, really?" Because I guess you didn't look at any of my stuff. I have lead characters that are female in my books. I have diversity in my books. But you know what? It's natural to the story. It's what these characters are. In the pirate story, there were slaves that actually got freed. So guess what? They're in the book. I told some of that stuff. I'm going to be telling more of that stuff in there. But you know what? Because it was history. These people, they're literally whitewash or blackwashing, whatever you want to call it. They're flipping characters who were never supposed to be one way or the other. And they're doing shit with it. And then they're smearing it in your face and going, you have to enjoy it. No, I'm not eating that cake. Sorry. It's disgusting what they're doing.
What is going on here? What's going on here? Because Lasso is saying Vinny knows how to do things. What is going on here, Vinny?
I do it like that. I do it with a whippable bat.
It's true. It's true.
Vinny, sit still for a second and just look. It looks like your arms are the Joker arms. That's funny.
He just comes into the room and he's like, "That's why they call me Big Papa."
Trying to line it up.
I love it when they call me Big Papa.
Oh yeah,
beautiful.
It's all this stuff is unbelievable. It really is. There's shit that they're trying to feed everyone.
At this point, like the accusations of racist and sexist, the only answer I have is so. I'm still not going to watch your shit. I'm still not going to buy it.
This is what I have for them.
Get what you fucking deserve. I started blasting. Bang, bang.
There you go.
You know, because I'm sorry, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
It's pure buffoonery, because the minute you
Mhm.
sit there and you start watching this kind of garbage and you're talking about these type of companies, guess what? You are supporting them. You are keeping it going, because these companies right now are thriving on the hate watches.
Yep.
So you're just
Exactly.
falling
Yeah.
right into the
Yeah.
trap like a
Still
dumbass.
money. It's
Mhm.
still
Yep.
money. They don't care if you hate it or love it. You're still giving them. You're still promoting them. You're
Yep.
still getting it in other people's ears.
Mhm.
People may not
Well,
even have heard of it.
At this
Oh,
point, it's not even
I-
about money. It's
hold
about
on.
ideology and pushing the ideology.
It is. And I saw some idiot. I think Tommy slapped him in the face. Someone's going, listen, like trying to attack people who say don't watch this shit, and they're going, well, we have to, because if we don't, then who's going to be the voice to say that it's bad? Excuse me. That is the biggest piss poor excuse I ever heard in my life. That means you literally want to give these transgender Disney movies and companies more money, more time, more everything. When you know what it is from the get-go, and all you got to do, all right, if you want to do something, you just go, hey, it's garbage. Period. Don't watch
that
it.
person said it right in the tweet, Vinny. It's the same exact thing that a lot of the big YouTubers do. Oh, the hate is what they're paying attention to. Yeah, they're paying attention to it because you're filling the coffers, dumbass. They are not paying attention to it because, like, oh, well, we need to change this. No, they don't give a shit. They're laughing all the way to the bank. As you sit there and get outraged, you blow a blood vessel and you wind up maybe having a stroke or two. They're laughing at your asses. And you know what? I am laughing right along with them, because I am not watching any of this shit. I'm doing it the way you're supposed to do it. You don't give them a goddamn penny. You watch it go down in flames, and you laugh as they sit there and point the finger. You're racist and you're a bigot for not supporting our show. I'm smart, and I saved my money. I saved my mind from watching this kind of trash and getting Swiss cheese in it. Like, really, seriously. These people are just completely, they're oblivious to what
That jerk off! Where is that rat bastard?
Sir, I don't know.
Because I want to smash his face until he's dead! Killed dead!
Well, that, and then they're like, well, we watch it so you don't have. It's like, you don't need to watch it. You already have a plethora of content already created that basically is evidence of what the shit that they're gonna put out. All you need to do is cover the article
They're a
that's coming out and just be done with it. Like, it's not that difficult.
But they're parasitizing it. Like, it's kind of like the Southern Poverty Law Center. Like, without Southern poverty, the Southern Poverty Law Center wouldn't exist. You know,
absolutely, Chris. They literally don't have anything else. This is all they have. And if that goes away, what are they going to do? Because
they have no job.
They can't create. Honestly, they can't. All they can do is just hate.
Yeah. Well, that's it. And they try to taint everything. It's really, really sickening. But again, at the same time, like what Pale Rider said, because I have not clicked any videos talking about it, about development shit. I don't care about it. And same.
Exactly.
We don't care about it either at all. You know what this is. They went from a white girl to a lesbian trans thing who's brown skin. I don't know what the hell they're doing. Who cares? And first off, why should we give a shit what the hell a character like that, what they prefer sexually? Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Scooby-Doo a kid's cartoon?
Oh, dude, they got rid of Scooby-Doo. They got rid of Scooby-Doo. And they made Fred like an evil, like he's basically a rich, spoiled white kid, because, all white people are rich.
Yeah.
And he has a micro penis, and that's why he's got all these problems.
Oh, of course.
I may be old.
That's what they want to do, right? We need to know about these characters and their penis size.
Yep.
I'm sorry. These people are absolute monsters, and all they want to do is destroy 24/7. We know what that shit is. Who cares? Moving on. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Not for me.
Dude, yeah. Dega, I want to know from you too, man. What is something you're looking forward to this year? What is something that, even gets your creative juices?
I was just, before we get into that, because I got a couple things, but I was going to say, I may be old, but once upon a time, the things, and you guys may not remember this, just one of them you might, there was Hubba Bubba and Bubblicious.
Yes.
Kids, you had the two different bubble gums. One was good, one was better, but everyone went with the good one. Mm-hmm. And there was no trash talk, no shaming, no other, and it just disappeared. You move on. A new product comes on. You just don't dwell on it, because they feed off of your anger, and they get the free publicity, and it perpetuates the problem. Just move on onto something better. Just like this, what you're doing now. We talk about things that we like. And I had a question, and I don't know if this is real or not, but I saw, and it totally unrelated to what we were talking about. Christina Ricci, is she going to be the new? Dang it, Joker's girl,
Harley Quinn.
Harley.
Punchline.
Harley Quinn. I saw something like that. Did any of you guys catch that up?
I seen that
No.
too, but I don't know the legitimacy of it.
The last thing I heard, are you talking about for the new movie?
I think so. Yeah.
The Joker sequel, or
No,
Well, the Joker
Margot
sequel
Robbie?
is supposed to be Lady Gaga,
yeah,
Yeah,
that I
it's like
heard.
all musical bit.
but
So are we talking about James Gunn and how he's destroying?
I think it's a James Gunn thing. I just wasn't sure.
Well, again, for the people who, if they missed that one, how James Gunn, how he got his job at the DC office.
We gotta definitely write a song about how we do not diddle kids. Do not diddle kids. It's no good diddling kids.
There is no quicker way for people to think that you are diddling kids than by writing a song about it.
You gotta write a song that says, ooh, I wouldn't do it with anybody younger than my daughter. No, little kids gotta be big, older than my wife, younger than my daughter, something like that.
Public service announcement. Now you know.
Did you guys see Christina Ricci dressed up as Morticia Adams?
mm-hmm.
Oh my God! Like
No,
I
I
gotta
didn't
pull
see
a
that.
Walton on that one. Oh God!
That's the article for the Harley Quinn thing with Christina Ricci.
If you could find
I'm just
it.
waiting on Draven to throw it in the private chat. It's like, nope,
Really?
I haven't seen it, but I'm sure he's got it somewhere.
I can't, dude. She's like younger than me, and I'm like, oh my
Oh,
God, she's getting
Christina
old.
Ricci is. Morticia.
Yeah, she's absolutely gorgeous in that.
Yeah, I've
pic.
seen that. Let me find it.
Well,
Wait, what
things.
is
While he's looking that up, things I'm actually looking for. I started playing one, and I'm looking forward to the remake. I am. You guys know I'm a big Witcher fan, except for what Netflix has done.
Oh
And so I'm
God!
doing Witcher 3 with all the new enhancements and everything. And there's some
Oh,
new
hell yeah.
stuff added to it. And I always play it on Nightmare, and I'm just going, this is easier than what it used to be. And then I finally got up to Dateleth at the end of Blood and Wine. I'm just going, oh, crap. It's going to take me a little while. So it's fun because I actually have to work for something. And I am odd because I'm one of the few people that actually like Cyberpunk. So I'm waiting for the new
like
edition of
Cyberpunk,
Cyberpunk.
Okay.
And then I'm with you, Resident Evil 4. If they can do anything better than what the original was,
Mhm.
oh man, I'm gonna be happy. But they
Did
are
you enjoy-
remaking the original Witcher, the first game, into the new engines, and I like the first game, even though the play mechanics was difficult.
You
The story
collected all
was
the
really
cards.
good.
You collected
Yep.
all the cards, didn't you? I did too.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah, the Melittle twins. Yeah, that was a good card to get.
I like the milkmaid.
By the way, I did see the that article Draven, I think, dropped it in. Yeah, Christina Ricci, she's voicing Harley Quinn in a podcast. That's what it was.
Well, they got halfway there.
Yeah.
Man, Kaylee Kuklo or whatever it was from Big Bang was the one that did the DC
cartoon,
Harley
yeah.
Quinn show.
Yeah. Well, I didn't watch that either because I saw like the trailer or something.
Yeah, it's feminist stuff. No interest.
I did. I watched it. I mean, I was like, no, you're not wrong, Chris. But at the same time, it was a different spin on it. And I mean, it was made for adults though, not children. That's the thing. It's an adult cartoon. You know, it's not for kids.
Real quick though, I want to ask Digga too. So did you get the other remake games too, the Resident Evils?
I have two and
Or
three.
no?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have two, and then I played through the Village, the demo. So I'm waiting for that. There was something else too. Oh, and we gotta throw in a movie. I'm waiting for part 2 of Dune.
Oh yeah. I am curious because they said that it did get green lit and everything. I know they've been working on it.
It's supposed to be out this year. I think it's already done.
Oh, I hope so. Because I saw the first one. I wasn't wowed by it, but I could see where they're going, and I know it's a bigger story to tell. So I'm sure the second one's going to have a lot more about it. So yeah, I am curious to see how that goes. I love that chick. What's her name? That Rebecca. Is it Ferguson? Is that her name? She was in Doctor Sleep as well. She was the one with the hat.
Oh yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, Mission Impossible.
That's the mom, right?
Yeah, she's the mom in the Doom movie. I love that chick. I'm like, put her in more movies, please.
Yeah.
What the hell have been waiting for? She's
Just
gorgeous.
don't put her in front of a microphone outside of movies, but in the movie she does good.
Yeah, I want to see her act. I don't need to see any or hear any of her political views or any bullshit like that. That should go for all actors. They should just shut up, do their job, and that's it.
Here's your quarter, monkey dance.
Yeah, exactly. And for those hot ones, just take a few clothes as well. You know, I want to see that in the big screen. Anyway, Nuke. He goes, are any of you going to be playing Jedi Survivor? Yeah, I'm looking forward to that game. I enjoyed the first one. This second one looks really, really good. We've been playing them over here. The graphics look great. Gameplay looks fantastic. They're putting more characters in there too, more interactive stuff. Good stuff right there for sure. Dude, that looks badass. The Harry Potter one, I honestly don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know if I'll eventually get it.
I don't know about that one either.
But it's not something I want to get full price. It's something like I'm sure it's going to go on greatest hits.
Well, I don't want to own the libs.
Yeah, I mean, and there's that debate too. So I know a lot of people want to support it to slap them in the face. But again, I know that world. I've seen all the movies except for like the Fantastic Beasts. I saw 2 of those.
Yeah, the gay dinner party was where I stepped out.
Yeah, I heard about that and I'm out.
I didn't mind the Fantastic Beasts, the last one. I don't know. I didn't mind it.
Dumbledore.
I didn't think that that scene was all that bad, honestly.
Here's your secret.
That's just me.
Here's a question for you guys, though. Seriously, do you suppose that maybe they started all those talking points, don't buy this game, because they're trying to get people to buy the game just out of hate?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
No, I think there's been massive hatred towards her from her own people, like because that's part.
Yeah, they're taking her name off the books and everything.
Yeah, they're trying to hurt her as much as they possibly could. It's like she's sitting there counting her billions. Do you think she gives a shit? She's like, hey, we'll make more. Do another remake. I don't care.
I'm pretty sure she'll have a hell of a lawsuit on her hands if they do decide to try to take her name off the book. Because I'm pretty sure legally they can't even do that because there's a legal binding contract between her and whatever company printed the book. So
yeah, the publisher.
Yeah, she's gonna treat all of them like this.
This is the best knife I own.
Oh, all right. Well, that's the best you have. All right, now pretend that this shoe is an unboned chicken, and you're gonna cook it tonight, make a tasty dinner. It's gonna smell all through the house like cooked chicken.
Actually, I'm vegan.
Okay, then pretend this shoe is whatever you people eat. Maybe it is a shoe.
Nice one.
And that's how she's going to treat them. She doesn't care either way. She has all the money.
Hunters in the last game.
What was that?
That enemy, they're like new enemy type, and it just looks like one of the bounty hunters from the last game.
Oh,
yeah, they called it the something posse or something.
Yeah.
Now, this is the one thing I'm curious about. Since I don't know, they were wise in the first game. Like they made good references, and they had some good surprises from some of the other movies. I'm curious if they're going to have the balls to attach anything to any of their TV series, or you're going to see certain characters. That I'm kind of curious about because they're a little bit tight-lipped on some stuff in this game. But yeah, we'll see. Again, I enjoyed the other one. I love what they did with it. The story was great. I love how it played. Didn't see any of the woke garbage. So yeah, if they keep it the same way, great. And I think that they will because this is, I think, the last game that's done with this company. Because Ubisoft just got the rights for all Star Wars games now.
Oh no!
And they said they're doing
the last one in the series.
I believe so, unless they get that same crew. I doubt it.
Oh no!
We'll see. But yeah, they already said there's an open world game that they're working on that's going to be Assassin's Creed like.
Yeah, game over. Star Wars is officially dead.
Yeah,
like you don't want like honestly like. Ubisoft is like the Midas shit touch when it comes to like game properties, and like, well, they like not only that, but like they focus more on the diversity of their faculty than they do about the quality of their products. And after what they did to Patrice, like I have no interest in them as a company. You don't fire your golden goose twice.
Oh, dude, that was so aggravating, man. Yeah. You get a guy who knows what he's doing. He invented this world, and you're gonna shit can him.
Yeah, and then look, you can see the post-Patrice world where they got rid of Desmond, they got rid of the meta story, they got rid of the closed loop. Oh God, look at that.
But yeah, that's
Yeah, Draven just sent
he
this
is
yeah, this was old though. I mean,
it is old.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like late
yeah.
90s or early 2000s.
something like that.
Maybe
Her body
2010.
shapes, her hips are a lot wider. I don't know. I saw her recently. I mean, she still looked all right. She's still doable, but she looked amazing then.
Black Snake Moan. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I never wanted to be a black man so bad in my life.
I know, right?
that 14-year-old boy she pounced on. I'm like, lucky son of a bitch.
Mhm.
Chris is like, I might not be snakes on a plane, but there's a snake in my trousers.
That's great. You know, it's a snake in my trousers, and I don't see you handing me a cheeseburger. So
Yeah, it was. Oh God, yeah, the
Oh shit!
lightsabers need pronouns.
The blue lightsaber is super
Yeah,
racist. Holy hell!
Well, the blue lightsaber was originally white in the first movie. They recolored it.
Yeah, they were. I do remember hearing that. You know, it's crazy with all this stuff what you're doing. But yeah, dude, crazy. We'll see though. We'll see. Like I said, there's a few things that we're kind of hopeful for. If Tony comes on, I'm kind of curious what other games and stuff he was looking at, because I think he said he had like a list of them.
Dude.
He was pretty much.
He does. I listened to these two guys. They blessed me because we've got the Wrestling Bros chat that I done on the Facebook originally, like way back when we all started talking and stuff. And like they'll start talking games, so I'll sit there and read because I haven't got to play. You know, I'm still on the 360 or the GameCube and stuff. That's all I can play with my sight. You know, as bad as it is. And I love watching when you guys play the video. I couldn't play that stuff, dude. There's no way. It messed with me too much. But these guys are talking all the time about different games and stuff. So like I've got the inside of some of what Tony's going to say. I can't wait till he pops up to tell you guys. But no, I mean, it's really cool to watch these guys talk about some of the games and they're passionate and the things that, you know, you don't normally see. Like we tease him for being a vampire and everything. But I mean, deep down inside, man, he's a cool dude. And I love listening to the stuff. And he's always helping us out and stuff. And,
I won't
and
hold
all
it
you
against
guys.
you.
So, I mean, it's a good thing, though. They're sharing this stuff and helping.
Yeah.
And I love it, man.
It's crazy, man. It really is. But that's it. Like we're having fun with this stuff because it is fun when you see certain games. Again, if we're talking about them, we're passionate about it. It's because they did it right. You know, I'm not going to get a game and be like, oh my god, this thing sucks. Let me fire up a live stream and be like, yeah, let's do 3 months worth of. This game sucked, and here's why. And I played through the whole thing, so you didn't have to. And I'll tell you why it sucked.
I already had to play through that werewolf game or whatever that came out last. Or was it last year or the year before that? I forget what it's called.
Werewolf game?
Yeah, there was a werewolf game where it's literally just your like werewolves fighting global warming, basically. And I was like,
global warming?
Yes. You're basically fighting a corporation that's polluting the world. As werewolves, because I guess you're like one with the forest or some shit.
Sounds really
and it felt like an old like PS3 game, like the way it played.
Oh, the way it played, but I mean, this story sounds really, really.
I'll tell you what. We here, the werepigs in Florida, we are fighting global warming right now. I mean, climate change, because it's cold as shit here in Florida. This is not natural. This is not global warming anymore. It's climate change. And don't tell me it's a season, because that's absolute bullshit. It's climate. We're killing it. We're destroying it. Pigs will rule you all in the end.
You remember the new ice age is coming? So when I was a kid, it was the new ice age is coming.
Yep.
It was global warming. Now it's climate change.
This was the game that it was.
Hold on. Where Brutal Morning would say, Viola Davis played Jennifer Lawrence, and I was the first lightsaber.
Oh no, that was a World of Darkness game.
Yeah,
too.
it was so bad.
It.
Like when you're werewolfing out and like killing people and stuff, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But the story was just so bad. Like,
That sucks.
Now, see, the opposite of that, there was a real fun game, very old school. I mean, it was an overhead shoot 'em up. It's called Acquitted. You're basically Kyle Rittenhouse, but they can't give you the name, and you go around shooting blue whales all over the place. It's a beautiful game.
I got that on Steam.
Oh man, is that fun?
Sweet. Dude,
Each
you're gonna
level, you have to go
show
to a
us-
courthouse and get acquitted.
Yeah.
That is hilarious stuff. Is there a part where you actually get to go on Tucker and have a great interview?
Didn't get to
In
that
between
level.
Holy hell.
Is that the
A
expanded
werewolf.
pack?
Dude, that's what they should do.
DLC?
If they're gonna remake that werewolf game, that's it. You should be a werewolf and you're killing a bunch of Greta's.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
Well,
what.
there's
Like,
not
as
even a
far
happy
as-
ending in it either, which sucks.
I was going to say, as far as a lot of these games you're talking about, like being inventive or doing something slightly different. The last game I remember playing that was a little bit different was back when I was still playing on the Xbox One. Was this one called Murder Soul Suspect?
Oh yeah, you play the ghost of the.
Yeah. It was kind of like L.A. Noir meets like a couple other different games because of the mechanics that were in it. That was actually a pretty cool game and actually had a decent storyline to it.
Oh, I have that
wow.
actually. I think on one of the
Well,
consoles. I think it
it's
was
such a
free 1
shame.
month.
It's a shame that Werewolf the Apocalypse sucks so bad because Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, which exists in the same universe, was such an amazing game for its time. Like with all the bugs and all the technical difficulties that it had, getting out the door and getting hamstrung by the Source engine and all that stuff. That game was freaking amazing.
We
could
even
play as,
getting a sequel because we were supposed to get a sequel. Did that fall through?
So somebody I knew in the industry, Chris Avalon, amazing. Like they like distanced himself from this dude. He got like canceled or something from the project. Like all this stuff, guy's an amazing guy. So whatever they're throwing at him, it's complete BS. And I'm not just saying that like a certain underpants wearing guy that is a 16-year-old girl. Like this dude is a legit good guy. And he's him and Amy Hennig are the only two like top of the narrative designers that I would trust with a game now.
Yeah.
And when they pulled him off, that was my black lesbian protagonist. Nope. I'm like, yep, nope, I'm done. Like you took him out, I'm done.
Yeah, because isn't that what they have now for it? A black lesbian protagonist.
Oh, probably. Yeah, I'm done.
And I gotta say too, man, Amy Hennig, she was one of my favorites as well. She knows how to tell a story. She does the research about all this stuff. When she was doing Uncharted, I mean, I saw one of her interviews. The voice actor Nolan North, he had like a gaming channel for a little while, and he actually played like I think the first 3 games, and like they broke it down into chapters. So then afterwards, like or during it, he'd have on some of the guests, people who worked on it. Sometimes with the other voice actors. And he had Amy on twice, and then when they were done with each game, they did like an hour or two just talking about what went into it and all that stuff. Like it was entertaining, it was fun, and she even she turns around, she pulls out like Bible's worth of books, she puts them out. She goes, "Yeah, I was doing all this research on these different cultures and all this different stuff." She goes, "I want to make sure whatever treasures and things he was going after, like I'd have a good working knowledge of the culture, what they were about, like." That's it. She was somebody she knew how to storytell, and she really and made the video gamer the person playing it really part of the story in the same regard. Learning it with the main character. That's not easy to do stuff like that, and she was a master of it. What she did with Legacy of Kain was fantastic. Dan Jurgens was one of the writers, the one who did the Death of Superman. He worked on Legacy of Kain as well. Along with like 3 or 4 other writers. Like that's why they had such good dialogue. They had good backstory. There was like a writer's room of people who were dumping in a bunch of like good working knowledge, or I'm sure they sectioned it off too. Oh, you get this area of Nosgoth and you deal with this one, and then we'll weave it back together, because they had what was it, 3 or 4 games that had to work seamlessly together.
Yep.
It was the first 2 of the real, the big ones, the major ones, but even still awesome stuff.
Oh, so this is apparently Masquerade 2 got canceled, but this is the one that's out now, Swan Song. But I was like, is this a sequel or what is this? And I never really, I was like, I don't want to buy it and it not be good. Yeah, and I'm obviously by the stuff that we were hearing, it doesn't
like every game, like at E3, there every female every hero now is a black lesbian. And I'm like, guys, like it's ridiculous, like. And it's getting to the point now where even like actresses are saying, they're like what's her face, the chick that played in Fight Die Repeat or whatever, the Edge of Tomorrow movie.
Oh yeah, Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah, she's like, if I see a script with another strong female lead or whatever,
Yeah.
I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
And I totally agree with her because it's so one-dimensional now. It's not even entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see who that is.
Emily Blunt, was it?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. That's what do you call its wife? The one from The Office.
Maybe this is
shit.
what they're doing for the sequel instead of 2.
Oh, that sucks, man.
Because it looks like
John
there's like
John Krasinski's wife. That's who Emily Blunt is.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So again, and if you guys saw The Quiet Place, you know, there are people who actually they care about what's going on and they want good storytelling. They're not about the woke crap.
Yeah.
You know, so and they know what's going on too in a lot of those circles. That's why she even said, she goes, she's not going to be playing Sue Storm. She has no interest in it.
Right.
But again, they kind of did the same thing though, right? With John being Mr. Fantastic. But I don't know. Well, it was just a throwaway role anyway.
Yeah, they made him
Go
Mr.
figure.
Stupid. He was like the dumbest Mr. Fantastic ever.
Yeah. It's like this guy over here, you know, if he says your name, if he speaks, you're going to be disintegrated. But he'll tell you, what is wrong with you?
I know, you just told, like, hey, there's this guy Achilles.
Oh
Yeah,
my
just
God.
don't mess with his foot. Like,
Yeah.
Just aim for the ankle, you know.
Yeah.
You know, that's all you need to know. I'm just saying, it's a little bit on the weak side.
It's
Do
just
it.
some stupid
Do it
stuff
now.
all around. Yeah. But there you
I
go.
was
Just
okay
for
with
writing.
it though because it was an alternate universe, and we kind of got to see how he would be as the retarded Mr. Fantastic, if you will.
Yeah.
I think if you gave, but no, seriously, think about it. If you gave him a real role as Mr. Fantastic, right? He could pull it off. Because now we and again, I understand where you're
Good,
coming
but they
from,
already
Chris,
undermined him. Even
Yeah, but
even if
it
it wasn't
doesn't matter.
even if it was an alternate universe, people are stupid.
yeah.
Like, and they're not going to see it that way. They're going to see it as it being Mr. Fantastic,
Well,
and they
it's-
already undermined him. And
Yeah.
it's
It's
done.
the first impression. The trouble with the
Yeah.
first impression is you only get one.
Yeah,
It is I, Super Dan Crenshaw. Ideologies.
We need to go to war.
Holy shit! You know what's funny? He's actually smart because he's got the patch on the eye that I can't see out of. Tony, you rock. I love you,
super fan
Tony.
lore.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful, man. Dude, how you doing, Tony?
Good, good. Sorry I'm so late. I thought I'd be like a couple minutes late, and it ended up being a little longer than intended. So
That's
That's
we
what she
went like
said.
we went on a half hour earlier than we normally do.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna start bumping it up a little bit more because I know some of these streams sometimes we go way too late.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I want to be more reasonable hours if we could. You know, but dude, yeah. All right, we were talking about wrestling all the time over in your channel. I got a bumper just for you that you might enjoy.
oh sweet.
Shit, you know. All right, well, hold on. Maybe I'll play this on the way out because they might hit me. There's a song in it at the end. I'll play it on the way out. Just remind me.
Oh yeah, dude.
But yeah, Tony, you're the one who brought this up too. Like you said, you had a bunch of awesome games you were actually looking forward to. You had like a list of them. Dude, yeah, lay them on us. What are some of the ones you were actually looking forward to? You know?
Yeah, well, it just feels like 2023 is it's gonna be a good, like, it feels like we're finally, even though we're still dealing with some residual stuff, it feels like we're kind of getting back on track since before the pandemic.
Mhm.
It's been just kind of a slow couple years, and not just video games, but in Hollywood. And it feels like this year we're finally coming back. And like the number one game I'm looking forward to, and I've been waiting 4 years for this, and now it's only 4 months away. Chris had mentioned it earlier, is The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah,
which-
yeah.
Yeah, like, it's funny. Chris had mentioned this, and I'm like, that's so weird because I did the same thing. This is like Breath of the Wild, which is the predecessor to Tears of the Kingdom, was the first game that I or Chris has ever played where we were trying not to beat the game. We were looking for other things to do and finding ways to prolong the game because it was so good. And the sandbox they have you in, the Hyrule itself is almost like a character as much as anything else in the game. It's just like the most immersive world I've ever played in, and it's like you don't want that fun to end.
Yeah, dude, I agree. Ghost of Tsushima was the same for me.
Yeah.
I didn't want to just go after the Mongols. I wanted to see what else is there.
Yep.
I want to unlock different parts of the map, see what he could get. I didn't know like half the equipment and stuff he could get. You know, his climbing gear, all that. I wasn't expecting that in the game.
Yeah, you end up with a grappling hook
Yeah.
and all kinds of cool stuff that,
Hell yeah.
you know,
Dude,
I
yeah.
wasn't expecting. Yeah.
I need to play the director's cut because it has the DLC and stuff in it.
Yeah.
I haven't played the DLC yet.
That's why why I suggest Immortals Phoenix Rising to you guys, because it came out in late 2020. I had kind of heard whispers about the game, but didn't think much of it. And then it actually let me download a demo on my Nintendo. I'm pretty sure it's for PlayStation, Xbox, and everything, but I was playing it and I'm like, it's different enough from like Breath of the Wild or Ghost of Tsushima or Red Dead Redemption 2, but it's still in that kind of that same vein, except for it's based off of Greek mythology. So that's another really good one if you guys ever have the chance.
Dude, yeah, I think I would love to give that a try. I love Greek mythology.
Yeah, I'm learning, like I was saying, and it's funny. It's like it doesn't take itself too serious. They're making non-binary jokes in the game and just all kinds of different jokes. And it's
what was the name of it again?
Immortals. And then it's Phoenix Rising, but Phoenix is Fenyx. And Phoenix, it's almost like Ghost of Tsushima, how it's like Ghost of Tsushima is based off of history, but the Jin is like, you know, a fictional part of that. Same with Phoenix. It's like she's the fictional part of that. She's or he, whoever you want Phoenix to be, is like created, you know, for the game
I think
itself. But
it does look pretty cool. Let me I'll pull up the I'll share some screens. Oh, you got it up there already? Awesome.
Yeah, Chris.
Dude,
Chris is on it, yeah.
Legend.
Like what she's in right now would almost be like the shrines compared to Breath of the Wild, like these crazy kind of space looking areas.
And this game's on multiple platforms?
Yeah. See, that's Hermes right there, the blonde dude. Yeah, it's fun. You have that phoenix that flies around with you. You can do all kinds of attacks and magic tricks and stuff with the phoenix. It's fun.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
See, it's yeah, it does feel like an old school kind of Nintendo game, almost like Kid Icarus.
Yeah.
Getting flavors of that for sure.
They did a real good job. Like the combat on it is fun.
Why have I never heard of this game before?
Yeah. I think I had heard of it, but like I had heard of like Monster Hunter. And like I
go under the radar for sure.
Yeah.
It came out at the end of 2020, like while like all the craziness was going on with the election and everything. So I guess I just like,
like they've definitely done it too. What's up, Riot Kitty? Thank you for being in here.
It's kind of a shame too. Like I got it for like $12 used at GameStop, and I'm like, man, this game like deserved. Like I would have paid $50 for it.
Oh wow! Jeez, and it looks like a big world too. It doesn't look like any little cheap game.
Yeah. So this is like what I'm using to hold, and it is. It's a big, beautiful island that you play on, but I'm like using this to hold me over for Tears of the Kingdom, which comes out May 12th, I believe.
Nice.
So, yeah. And as far as movies, you know, a month before that, the Super Mario Brothers movie's coming out, which looks like a lot of fun too. But, you know, something else Chris mentioned, you know, the way they portrayed Mario compared to Peach in that last trailer is a bit concerning, but we'll, you know, see what they actually do with it in the movie. But, yeah, it's going to be a fun year.
That was the one thing too. Yeah, they kind of like, oh, what are they doing there? But I still think it's going to be I think it's going to be a good one. It does look pretty awesome, but we'll see.
My prediction with the music or the movie industry basically dying right now. My prediction is that Sega and Nintendo, when we look back 20 years from now, will have saved the movie industry, which is just you wouldn't expect that from Nintendo and Sega, but they had the console wars back in the 90s, and now they're about to bring their talent to Hollywood, which I think is really cool.
Well, I've been saying this for a long time too, and I think that's the one thing that could save all this stuff, because we had about a decade of superhero movies, and that brought in billions, right? I've been saying it. I said the next thing that'll probably, when they really need it, they're gonna need that shot in the arm if they're smart. But we know these companies are stupid. You just take some of these classic, amazing stories from the comic books, and you do a CG animated version, and you're gonna have something that's gonna be mind blowing. And that could be, again, like if they don't like the Dark Phoenix saga through animation like that, or something in a big way like that, dude. Look what the Spider-Man movies did. I know they're focusing with this Miles stuff, but that first one was so damn good. I actually went to the theater to see it. It wasn't anything. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go see a cartoon movie. Like, no, I went. I said, this looks freaking good. I sat there and I enjoyed the hell out of that. And I've only picked up a handful of Miles books. Like, I didn't know too much about the character, just some stuff here and there. But I thought that was one of the best Spider-Man movies I've ever seen. The way that they did it paid so much respect to these other characters too. I like the different worlds, what they did, the different Peters. And they kind of
put down the other Spider-Man to make Miles look good, like so many movies do these days.
Yeah, they didn't. They showed the hero who sacrificed himself. Then you have the one that was down on his luck, like the Peter that we grew up with, pretty much like in the 80s.
That was a put down one though. He was a schlep. They're like, it's a homeless guy.
He was a schlep, but at the same time, what happens? He cleans himself up and he has hope again. He even goes back with Mary Jane at the end of it. Like they let it in a good way, but it took like this kid to kind of get him out of his slump. It's things that you could relate to basically. It wasn't just he was just a toxic white homeless guy and he's just a shitty Peter, horrible Spider-Man. No, he was a great Spider-Man. His world fell apart because of his relationship with his woman.
He's the only Spider-Man.
Yeah, he is the only Spider-Man, to be honest. But
hold on. Why did they give him lightning?
Say again?
Like, okay, so they're doing we got a black Spider-Man, woo, Why does he have like lightning? Like, what the hell was that? Was that just to make him better than Peter Parker?
Dude, I don't know what all that's about, but for the movie, what it is, again, it's different universes. I don't really care. But going back for a second on the Peter thing, with the one from New Girl, Jake something. What the hell's his last name? Like that guy, I think he nailed it. The voice was perfect. The attitude, everything about Peter was like what I was reading off the pages since I was a kid. And this is the thing to me that this is the thing. This is the thing to me that really pisses me off about what Marvel has been doing in their comics. And you have these horrible people like Dan Slott, people like that, where they've been the editor for a number of years and they claim that they know the characters. I read a handful of his stories. Those were all garbage, top to bottom. He didn't know what the hell he was doing with the character. This thing too, like they make him swap minds with Dr. Octopus, and then he's banging a midget instead of the supermodel wife that he had. Literally, he had a midget for a girlfriend. What sense does this? On what planet? This guy, I mean, I swear to God, I think it's because Dan Slott is a little person too. He's not exactly dwarf, but he's in that realm.
Representation.
I think he wanted to be banged by Peter Parker, so he wrote it into the story.
He's like Patton Oswalt. He's not like medically a dwarf, but he's definitely a little guy.
Dude,
he's a wee one.
It's so stupid what they've done, top to bottom. They've been destroying these characters for years. When you had a great superhero, you had an everyman, and again, I think it's by design. So I don't know what's going to end up happening. All right, Frankie's correcting me. It's a little person, midget.
We're not like brothers.
It's gross. It's gross. It's disgusting. And people who are reading that and go, "Oh, it's fantastic! I love what they're doing with Spider-Man." No, it's not. It's garbage, and it's only going to get worse. I remember people were praising Superior Spider-Man is the Spider-Man book to get. I read a couple of them, flipped through a bunch of others. I'm like, where is this good? On what planet is this good? This is shit. It's shit top to bottom. It just, oh my god, it made me so
That
angry.
jerk off! Where is that rat bastard?
Sir, I don't know.
Because I want to smash his face until he's dead! Killed dead!
Yeah, these are the same people gushing over $9 dozen eggs, you know?
Yeah.
What can you really, they don't, and I know it's been said a lot, but I mean, they do not live in reality.
No.
You know, so yeah, weren't you showing us like a year ago or something like Spider-Man had like a mailbox villain or a fire hydrant or just something?
This story was in Free.
Yeah, wasn't that
Day.
Comic Book Day?
Yeah, Free Comic Book Day. So you're going to, all right, most normies, all they do is watching the movies. Most of them don't even have money during all this shit that's going on. Fine. So they go into Free Comic Book Day so they could pick out like 5 books for free. Imagine getting that book. That's one of the ones that you picked, and you can't bring it back. You can't be, I want to swap it out for something else. You start to read that, and you see Spider-Man is literally fighting a mailbox. What kind of crack are these people smoking? We're like, oh yeah, this is going to bring all the readers in and come back next week for the continuation of this story.
It's to give all the homeless meth heads in LA someone to relate to.
Yeah.
There you go.
Pretty much,
fight
man,
with me
pretty
again.
much. And that's why when you see these people supporting that, and then they're crying of why it's so bad. It's the Joker thing all over again.
Get what you fucking deserve! I started blasting. Bang! Bang!
That was still so awesome the first time I saw him fucking blow De Niro away in the theater. Like, holy shit.
Standing applause.
Yes, dude, that sold me. I'm like, yeah, this deserves an Oscar. And they gave it to them.
Dude, the Goofy versus Winnie the Pooh one had me on the floor. When it was like, you get what you fucking deserve!
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm tired of pretending it's not funny.
If you ever get a chance, look up Brock Baker. He does voices. He does one where it's Goofy and it's his roommate, and he's got this Goofy doll, and he's like asking for his money back and shit. And it's like a series. It's so good.
Dude, unbelievable. Actually, Nuke, I had to order it. That thing sold out everywhere. I called up two comic shops that I know of in the area. Can't find it. I ordered it on eBay, so I should be getting it like in a week or so. But yeah, Nemesis was a great book. I love what Mark Millar did with the first story, and that was who was the artist on that one? I think it was McNiven. That was so good. It was like the if Batman was evil, basically. So it's this billionaire guy who, instead of wearing all black, he wears all white. Smartest man in the world. And he's just doing crimes left, right, and center. It is fantastic.
So like what's happening in our world right now?
Well, there was more to the story, but oh my god, it was so good. And
Kind of like Brightburn the movie then with Superman. So it's kind of like I like it, dude. I like it. That sounds cool.
Well, and the time that it came out too is before all this shit was really going off into weird places. But remember, Mark Millar, he's the one that he was working for Marvel for a while, and Stan Lee said, like, why are you wasting your talents with them? He literally told him at a convention, he's like, why don't you make your own universe? So he started doing his own stuff, and he's got a slew of projects out there. He's got the Netflix deal with like all of his projects. So anything that if they're going to make it a TV show, a movie, Netflix has the rights to it. You know, he hit it big, and a couple of his stories were just so damn good. This was one of them, and I don't know if they're making a movie or a TV series off of this, but they did a couple animated things too. I didn't see them, but you know, I'm looking forward to this one. He hasn't disappointed with his books. Well, the ones that I've picked up anyway. Good storyteller for sure. But, there was another one too he did with Stuart Immonen. I forgot the name of it. It was sort of like a Star Warsy type of thing, mixed with like a little bit of like a Thanos story element in there. There's a character who was like this all powerful. It was what was it? Damn it, I can't remember the name of it. I got to dig it out. But if I do, I'll do a review for you guys as well. Because I'm not like the other people. I want to give you some good stuff. I'll give you good and bad. I know I ripped into the Spawn book, the Spawn Batman one. That was pure garbage. I still I haven't had a chance. I've been catching up with work, but Mark Silvestri has a Batman Joker book that is pretty damn good. Yeah, the Deadly Duo. I started reading part of it. I need to make time to read 1 and 2 together. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing where that goes. I know he's been working on it for a very long time. The guy had eye surgery and stuff. Like, there's plenty of things that happened why it got delayed. Then it was before the Black Label came out, so they didn't know where to stick this story. So they waited. Black Label was taking off, so they decided to cut a deal with him, and they're releasing it now as like a Black Label book. But I believe it was like 12 years in the making, something like that. Wow. Because again, Silvestri, he's an artist that usually has like, he has other artists who finish his work. He'll do like layouts and other people do the finishes and stuff, because it's been a while since he's done full books. And again, he's had a bunch of issues and stuff, problems with his eyes. So he wanted to tell this Batman story, from what I understood, for a very long time. And they gave him all the time in the world. They said, do what you want. We want to make sure that you're happy with it. He wrote it, drew it, and inked it, from what I understand. But yeah. Hold on. You heard 7, but yeah, it was around longer than that, because I used to follow him a lot, and he had posted stuff ages ago, even further back than that, on a couple of his different platforms. And like I said, Secret Project, he kept saying, but yes, it was all the same one. It was this one. It was his Batman book. So
12 years.
Kevin Spacey. That's his favorite number. Speaking of another creator, I think, who's been doing a great job. I read the first couple of them. I still got to go back and get some more of these. But my friend Ron Garney, he's been working with Keanu Reeves, and he just finished, I believe, the last couple of pages of Berserk, and he was celebrating with Keanu. So that's pretty awesome. If you guys aren't familiar with Ron Garney, that's him in the middle here. Fantastic artist. He's worked at Marvel and DC as well. Great dude. I've known him all through the convention scenes and stuff. But I love the work that he does. If you guys haven't seen any of his stuff, go back. I urge you to go pick it up. He did a great Captain America story. He did a nice run on Wolverine as well. I think you guys would enjoy that stuff. But this is awesome. So kudos to him. It looks like he just came off the set of John Wick 4. Like,
it does.
Let's sit down and eat.
Yeah, right. Let's break bread, shall we?
Right. But I thought I'd show you guys. I thought it was pretty cool. So I don't know who the other guy is, but Ron's awesome. If we get a chance to meet him, swing by. Super, super talent. I love the stuff that he does. But 12 years comic slave. But you know what? For as long as he worked on it, what is it, like 7 or 8 issues it's going to be? Dude, it's what? It's like 5 years 6 years since and there's only one Frog book. So, I mean, that says a lot too right there. Does it not? Ridiculous.
Yeah, like, it's, how can you have like a following when you drop a book every, or 1.5 books a decade,
Well, and here's the thing too. It's not like he's doing this shit by himself, Someone like Marky was, he's had eye surgery. He's had a bunch of different issues that happened to him. So, and I get, he's been retired too for a long time. So he'll just come out and do a few things here and there, some covers. But this one is something he said he's been wanting to tell. So, my hat goes off to him anyway for putting it out, for, wanting to tell that story. But you got no excuse if you're milking an audience of a ton of money and you're sitting there fighting and attacking people for no reason. I'm sorry, dude. And you got money in the bank. So go hire people to help you. If you can't finish it on your own, get people to help, because it's a joke at this point. The whole industry's fallen to shit because you have these man babies in the industry and man baby trans women, whatever you want to call them.
Miss America pageant owners.
No, they
Miss
got
America-
a new term for that now. They had one of them up there talking about we men have to take control of the industry. We men.
Yeah. Did you see that? I saw the video on mute on Twitter of the Miss America pageant owners. They're like, we men will take the control of the industry for the and I'm like, okay, fine. It's all in like subtitles. And then I put the audio on, and the guy's voice was deeper than mine, and it was like a woman talking. I was like, oh Jesus.
well, basically, Danny hit it right.
All right, so I think this covers it all, right?
Yeah, I think, is the man, the woman, that's the he, she's, or the interspecies, whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever you say.
And this is Christians, Muslims.
I assume the dollar sign is meant to represent Jews.
Well, it ain't the Mormons.
Let's not get into that.
The he, she's. But anyway, you have these people who destroyed the industry, and now a lot of them are bleeding into independent comics, and they're pushing their same stupid things, right? Or they'll try to sway audiences and go, no, we were against that stuff, and then they put out the same shit, or they do the same things that they do, even if the story's halfway decent, and that's a rarity anyway. Well, what do? They pick fights with other creators. They're doing this other drama shit instead of actually putting out good product that people want. It's all about the nonsense behind the scenes. It's how they could control people, how they could, move the sheep into their pen. It's really, really sad what they're doing. Listen, this industry keeps hurting because of those type of people. That's why I don't support that stuff. I don't do comic book streams anymore because it's kind of nauseating. When me and my other friends, if we have campaigns to shill we want to talk about, we're going to do that. But again, it's going to be mostly like what kind of inspired it, why this story is good, and then it's up to you guys if you want to support. And, the support is needed for sure. The better we do, the more stuff we can get out there for you. I mean, that's kind of like how it's been working with the crowdfunding stuff. But when you're sitting there trying to completely like brainwash people into shit, that's when I'm like, nah, sorry, this train's going in the wrong direction completely, because it's just the regurgitation of what these other jerk-offs have been doing.
I always found it weird that so there was all this talking about books and whatever, and they're all like, oh yeah, like shilling the books, like let's talk about them or whatever. And then once the books are funded, nobody ever talks about them again. And it's did you even read the book? Did you know what I mean? I got a whole spinner rack full of books, and I've been reading. That's my entertainment. I don't have cable TV. I cut the cord over a decade, almost 20 years ago. And it's been, I read the books. The ones I like, I put them in this pile. The ones I don't like, I put them in this pile. But I'm not going to trash those books. I mean, there's some things if you were to give it on a scale of 1 to 10 or whatever, I don't think any book that I backed is below a 5. So, I mean, they're even the ones that aren't good, I still like. Yeah. But it would be I want to geek out. I want to, be like, hey, did you guys read, this and talk about, oh yeah, I remember in this or what? Yeah. And I miss that. And it seems like the what we're seeing now with this, the indies or whatever is this they only want to talk about the book until it's launched or until it's unboxed or until it's promoted or whatever, and then it's just yeah, fuck it, I don't care.
Let's get away from that for a moment. Let's get away from that moment. Now you're talking to everybody about what they're looking forward to, Vinny. There's a few things I'm looking forward to. None of them are video game related, and that's why I really didn't chime in when you guys were talking about that shit. Everybody by now knows that one of the things that I'm looking forward to is to see what Henry Cavill is going to be able to do with the Warhammer 40,000 series. I'm looking forward. I am looking forward to seeing what he can do with it. I really don't care about all the other agenda shit. I want to see what he can do with it first to see if Amazon screws him over. Maybe they won't. I've said this before. Amazon needs wins. Amazon is tanking right now. They were doing really bad across the board on everything. They need a win right now. And if Henry Cavill can put everything behind this, being the lead producer, behind the show and can actually bring something decent to Amazon for a change, it could be a big win for them. So I am optimistically looking forward to that. Another thing that I'm looking forward to is one of the things that we're kind of hitting on right here, but nobody's really talking about. I'm looking forward to see what Vinny's going to do with City of Venus 2. I'm looking forward to see what you're going to do with book 2. I'm looking forward to see what Nerium is going to be doing with Bonds. These are the things that I am looking forward to. There is nothing mainstream other than Warhammer 40,000 and the new episodes of BattleBots that I'm watching right now because they're just starting to put the 2022 series championship up on Discovery. Other than that, there is nothing that I'm looking forward to. I don't care about any of this stuff in the mainstream anymore. I am not going to watch it. I am not wasting my time, my money, or even the slightest amount of attention on this stuff. If I see a Twitter post in passing, sure, I'll comment on it. I'm going to laugh at it, but I am not going to engage and make a big thing out of it because I don't want to bring any more attention to this kind of trash. And I think that's one thing a lot of us got to do. We got to be able to back the good things that we want to see. Dega Outlaw's got books out there. He's still got another book that I need to pick up. I'm waiting for a hardcover edition of the Blood Witch to come out so I can get that as well. There's a lot of good projects out there that we should be backing, that we should be going after, because these are the people that want to give us something that we're actually going to enjoy instead of these people that are preaching down to us and telling us we are wrong and that we should like exactly what they tell us to like. That's not going to happen here from the Guinea Pig Collective.
You are 100%.
One of them. They could sit on the biggest dildo on the world and twirl because I don't give a shit about their agenda.
All right, Max.
You're 100% correct in everything that you just said, because that's the thing too. And it wasn't just video game stuff. Like I said, just kind of going around the horn of what people were kind of what they're looking forward to. But dude, and that means a lot to me too, because again, we are working damn hard on these projects. The stuff that is in the works with City of Venus, I have certain elements that, again, to tell this story, I know exactly the beats I want, but I'm giving myself enough space where I can put some extra surprises in there, because that's the one thing that I do love about, a lot of the things that I do enjoy, whether it's a game, whether it's another book or whatever it is, it's that extra elements in there you could find and you could play around with. My work takes a long time because it's just me working on it. I have no team. I'm wearing every single hat, but at the same time, I also have multiple projects where I have this connected universe anyway. So there's certain elements where I'm going to be putting in these surprises and stuff. And it's going to be up to you guys if you could find it all. Some of it's going to be, again, not right away. Other things might be very obvious, but I'm playing around with it because it's just something that I enjoy to do. It's that the different storytelling, those different aspects that you could put into these things. That's the fun of it, at least for me. It's as a kid, that's what I was doing too. I was reading a lot of books because I wanted to see where they were going. Or you go back into back catalogs and stuff. You go to a comic book shop and go through the old long boxes, because you said when you had the asterisks, this was referred to in issue whatever, like 20 issues back or whatever, and you go looking for that stuff because you wanted to know more about it. Why do you think there's so many people who do like those breakdown videos too? I mentioned like the Phoenix Saga. I know what's her name? That nerd 19 or I forgot what her thing was, but she did an awesome kind of compilation of that story. And the way that Chris Claremont, he kind of planned it all out. It was over a decade worth of stories and elements that he connected into eventually getting to where it was supposed to be. That is some genius level stuff right there. That's what you want to see. And for me, it's those things that kind of influence me. So when I'm starting to tell these stories, I want to give, readers and people like that same type of vibe, there's going to be more. It's bigger than what you think. It's more cinematic. It's not just these cheap, I got a character who, I always want to have a character who could fly. So I'm going to make a book where the guy's flying and then, he beats up some bad guys and then, he fights the woke. Like, what the hell are you talking about? That's not something that's going to last any kind of.
It's too topical.
That's garbage. And a lot of people do shit like that. It's I see this is kind of hot right now. Crowdfunding's working, so let me just crap out something quick, and they'll trace over other people's work and they'll put it out there and try to pass it off as their own. Shit like that is really nauseating, and it's turned into that. It's turned into that fake celebrity nonsense too, because It's who's more popular, and it's not about the product anymore. Over here, we want to keep it about the product. Like Tommy was saying, we enjoy what's going on, and we want to see where it's going to be headed. So for us, we're doing something bigger and better, you know? So it's up to you.
I don't mean to put anyone on blast, but it's like when you have 1 million followers on YouTube and you have an entire team helping you put something together, I mean, that's cool. Awesome. We need to build culture and we need alternatives, but like a lot of people are impressed with that. And I'm more impressed with the people who are working 8-hour days and then getting off and writing shit out. And even if they have someone helping them with the art or something, they're delegating the responsibilities, getting this all together, keeping their website up to date, or people who are wearing multiple hats and doing multiple projects and putting it all together themselves. Like, that's what impresses me when you don't have all the resources you need to, and that's where good art comes from, is, you know, once you have all the resources you need and they're just kind of sitting there waiting for you, in my opinion, it's never as good as the people who just take what they have and produce the best possible thing they can with that. And real quick, if I just wanted to respond to Tommy too, because I think if Henry Cavill was willing to walk off The Witcher and give that up, he's not going to sign his name to something, you know, like if they had some bad intentions for Warhammer, I don't think he would have signed up at all. So I don't know much about Warhammer, but I know Henry Cavill's passionate about the
Dude, I know about Warhammer, and the moment I see a female space marine, I'm done.
Yep.
Got some black lesbian in a space marine outfit, I'm out.
Unless it's the Sisters of Battle, I don't want to see any females.
And the Sisters of Battle are a small elite
they're
group.
Small. Yep.
They're not the Space Marines. They're like, this is a man's story, and I'm sorry. Oh, it's Texas. Well, guess what? You know, suck it up, Buttercup.
Yep.
This is a grimdark.
Yeah. Men did go to war and do this stuff. You know, look at history, yo.
They deserve things too, and every time it's like, we'll be into something, the girls aren't into it, they want to go be into their thing, and then what we're into, whether it be Star Wars or whatever, and there's some, you know, females that are into it, obviously, but it ends up becoming really cool and culturally relevant, and then the girls who are over here playing with their dolls want to come over and take it over and mold it into what they would like it to be.
They did the same thing to He-Man when they brought out the She-Ra line, because no matter what nobody tries to say, the minute She-Ra came out, toy sales for Masters of the Universe went down.
Well, weren't they already going down? Wasn't that like the
they were on a slight decline, but they took a nosedive after She-Ra came out.
Oh damn.
Yeah. They fixed things too, because they started doing again the origin lines, and then what they did with the Masterverse stuff. It opened up the door a little bit more, because now, like, again, for a while, all you saw were like those Revelations figures everywhere, and then they started doing more classic designs, and now you can't find these things. It's, you know, they're picking them all clean. The only ones you see as peg warmers are like the shittier characters that people don't really know about.
Yeah,
they'll still sit there.
Obscure.
What was that?
I said the weird and obscure.
Yeah, mostly.
Like
I mean,
Sun
again,
Man.
like Sun Man, like what the
I'm a black Superman.
Yeah,
I got that up. Picked that up for ETEP for his.
Yeah, you did.
What was the triple pack Sun Man pig face?
Yeah, I ended up picking that up.
And what was the fake ninja? What was the fake ninja guy?
Ninjor?
Oh, I forgot
Or
what it's called.
Jitsu?
No, sumo something or
sumo something. Yeah.
Oh God.
But again, they would bottom of the barrel stuff. It's so stupid. I saw a video today. All right, we'll go to the toys for a sec. I saw a video today which was hilarious. Yeah, Fisto is everywhere as well. Yes, that character is. Oh my god.
Not Fisto.
Well, you know what? No, I will give Mattel credit right here, because they hit an absolute stinker with that triple pack that they sent to Target, and they started putting that Sun Man everywhere. Then they came back with the 40th origin line. And they started re-releasing everything from the first so many lines. Then they started including new characters. Like they've got a Lords of Power Beast Man that's coming out now. They've got a different version of Trapjaw from Lords of Power or something like that, where he's like a yellowish tone, or maybe even a glow in the dark. So I seen that. So they've gone back to basics. They see you know what, just throwing whatever on the shelf is not going to win these people over. We got to get back to what brought us to the dance, and that's what they're doing. They're actually learning from their mistakes, unlike some of these other companies.
Gender reverse fist though. Oh shit! But dude, I saw a video today. This is hilarious. So I think Hasbro, they are smoking crack over in their offices, because I saw a guy. What was his damn thing? Damn it. I give it a plug if I remember it. But this guy was hilarious. So he's got a video that he's playing of Hasbro talking about their new Indiana Jones line, and holy shit, was this hilarious! Like in their first wave, you have 2 versions of Indy wearing suits. So he's got his professor suit on with the bow tie, and then they're so proud of it as well, because oh no, it's going to come with the shield from the 3rd movie. Remember the one that he took the chalk to? He was getting, like, you know, he had half of it from his father's book, and he was kind of like, but they have it as if it, yeah, with the rats when he went underground. They found the knights basically what the saying was on the shield. So he got the other half of it, but they released the shield with the one in the suit, but it's not even accurate either, because he had a long tie, but this one is the bow tie, so it's Professor Jones with this shield, but they made it like it was a weapon. He never took it out of there. Like, it is so stupid. So you have that. Then you have him in the tuxedo in the opening of the 2nd one. So he's got, the black pants with the white jacket. Like, so you have 2 boring versions of Indy. And then they have, like, one of the villains who's in a disguise outfit or whatever. Like, the whole thing makes no sense. And then you have, like, in the 2nd wave, you'll have him with the ripped off sleeve, and he comes with and short rounds in that line too. So the ones that collectors would get, you're pushing off to the 2nd wave.
Yeah.
Which, if the 1st wave bombs, you're not making a 2nd wave.
Yeah, exactly.
So what happened to the original idea where they were going to bring him out in the regular outfit that we seen in the 1st movie, and they were going to have a tote, and then they were going to have a few other? What happened to that?
That's still happening, but like for the full wave of figures, so it's those 2 figures, and then you have, again, 2 versions of Indy in boring regular civilian clothes. Basically, it's like it doesn't make any sense.
Wait a minute. So they sit there and they tout that how you're going to be able to have that arc with those figures. So basically, what they're telling you is that you're going to have to wait 2, 3, or even 4 lines in to be able to complete that arc. Because that's what it sounds like. That's beyond retarded.
That's what it looks like. And then this is hilarious too. At the end of it, they have this whip that looks like one of the party favor that unravels, and they go, look, it mimics a real whip. And the guy's like, that's not a real whip. He gets pissed. He throws his phone down. Then there's a clip of him with an actual bullwhip in the backyard, and he's swinging it and snapping it. And then when he's done with his video, he goes, that's a whip. And then he just closes his stream like that.
That's great.
It sounds like hilarious. A bunch of suits like sat around a table thinking, what would a collector want, even though they don't really know, and this is what they brainstormed.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. And I've been in those meetings when I was the head designer for McFarlane Toys. There was the 2 brothers who were running the art studio in there, and they're sitting there like, oh yeah, I think this will look better. That'll look cool. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, that looks like shit, or this doesn't make sense, or why would you do this? Like, oh my god! And at the time, like, again, I'm still me. I didn't give a shit. I had no proper etiquette when it comes to any of this stuff. I'm like, no, if you're hiring me to do a job, I'm gonna give you the best of my ability. But if your ideas are shit, I'm also gonna tell you that they're shit. Like,
I think this is absolutely needed right now, Vinny.
Don't laugh. Don't laugh. She's right. She's right. This crack shit's killing them. This super crack will get the job done a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Pretty much, dude. Pretty much. It's embarrassing to see how these guys sit there and they think they know it's going to work. There were designs and shit where I left in the office, and they're like, what are you talking about? Like when they were gonna do this was one that got through, and I was hell bent to not. It's a lump of shit. The Tortured Souls line. So I had 3 figures in the line that came out. That it was the sequel. It wasn't the first one. It was the next one. I came up with a whole bunch of designs. I only had 3 of them that made it into actual production. There was one where, oh my god, I don't know why he always does shit like this. The guy was in love with like these fat grotesque type characters. So he had this one guy who was like a blob, just like a mess of shit, like missing a limb here or there. Like it made no sense whatsoever. And I said, that figure is not going to sell. Why would you put that in the line? Like, that's like, like gluttony or something. Like, this isn't the 7 deadly sins. This doesn't make sense to anything. And I made him feel real stupid about it. I didn't give a shit. I swear it was like, I'm on my way out too, pretty much. Like, oh my God. I was so disgusted with all this stuff. And they're like, oh yeah, no, it's gonna be good. We'll put more metal things on them and crap. Like you could see how their brains just don't work. And it's like that has nothing to do with the Clive Barker stuff. Tortured Souls, that's not a tortured soul. That's just a lump of shit that means nothing. Manliness, it was close to it. It was close to it.
It's a tangible bad idea.
Yeah, it's complete garbage. Like, I'm sorry. What did collectors want? So you had the stuff that was closer to the live bar, like the Cenobite things. So like I had the one guy who he was like wrapped up in stuff, and he had a hook going through his chest, and he had like a backpack thing that you could kind of unfold, and you could have him hanging there as well. Like you could see like the Torture Soul thing behind it. Like it made sense. I had the other one, the one that got McFarlane to say, okay, we'll do the line. He was the most grotesque thing that I had designed, but it was truly messed up, and it was almost like, well, I can't say it on you because then Mama Susan don't like it. Yeah. The Christian guy, it was something along those lines where I had the arms up like that, but it was part of the theory behind it, right? That it sucks not being. We got to do something on Rumble or some shit. We really do, because this is crazy. Sweet baby Jesus. When we say stuff like along those lines, you know what I'm saying. But
can't say Jesus on YouTube.
Pretty much, you can't. You can't.
Jesus.
Jesus. So Jesus, it was sort of a little bit inspired by that type of stuff. And then the other one was like it was the female one in the line. So I had done one design that was perfect that everybody wanted. It was, I think I told you guys before, it was the 2 women that were sewn together. I had a standing position, I had a kneeling position. The kneeling one is the one everybody wanted. It looked amazing, but you could see what was cool and what was behind it, and you could already have like a backstory unraveling. When you just have a lump of shit of a character that it's no articulation. It was like just like on a slab, like a fat guy on his back who's just missing pieces of his body. Like what that is not a Tortured Soul. There is no collectability about it. There's nothing about it that's even slightly intriguing. It's just shit. It makes no sense. It's a waste of plastic. And I'm like, you could have had the other females in the line that would have sold. You could have had something that looked more like a Cenobite that would have sold. Nope. We're going to go this other weird direction that makes zero fucking sense. And they do shit like this all the time at these places. And again, it's ridiculous. It's like, yeah, we'll have like, could you imagine if Thundercats like, yeah, we're just going to have a full line of Snarf figures instead of your Lion-O's and your Chitars. We're just going to have Snarf in different outfits. Like, yeah, go ahead. See how that sells. Like, what? You know? But this is how brain dead they are.
Hey, I hear you, William. I hear you. You know what? A lot of those figures in that line look really cool, but yeah, the fact that they missed out on a lot of the stuff that made Transformers what they were, they did start correcting that when they got to the War for Cybertron, the actual War for Cybertron. As far as the trilogy of figures that they started coming out with, and some of the Dinobots that came out with for that, they actually did start putting some of the stats on the back of the box again. Then they went ahead and ruined it with this new show that they're starting, and all the figures look like anime trash. that they're starting to come out with now. It's just garbage. I don't know if they're going to try to continue the legacy line, but with the shit that they're putting into cartoons and the shit that they're putting in that Rise of the Beast movie, I've just checked out. I'm done with Hasbro.
Time out. You know what their new gimmick is? I talked to somebody. Their new gimmick. If you've gone into stores recently, you've noticed that there's like almost no legacy figures on the pegs. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. They're holding them on purpose. They want to push out that other shit, that Bumblebee cartoon thing. Those figures, they want it to sell, and they're not selling. So if there's no other option for Transformers, they think people are just going to buy what's hanging there. That's what their new strategy is.
No, they just won't buy anything.
Just hang.
Yeah,
Exactly.
just don't buy them.
Exactly. This is how dumb they are. Like, you think it's a joke. That's seriously how they are. They sit there in a room, these suits, or these people who they think they know what collectors want, or they think they know what kids want to collect or play with. They have no clue. We're going to have a Kevin Spacey joke soon. I know what I just said. Anyway, but like, they have no concept.
The basement set.
Right? They have no concept of what works. Want to know why? Because these people are not fans of anything at all. And they're in these positions because of the scumbag things they do, the cheap tactics that they do. And that's why I said, going back to the comic book side of things, the majority of people that are in it are like that. The ones that you see having streams about other stuff, talking about action figures, cartoons, video games, movies, other things in a positive light, or things that inspired them, those are the people that you can be like, okay, they probably know what they're talking about. Or their books might be interesting, or something along those lines. Adega, he's been writing these awesome novels. He's into a lot of this stuff. He's talked about it multiple times as well. You know, it's people you could support. When it's these other ones that are just looking for these drama streams, or they just have shit hanging in the background going, oh, yeah, well, I went to a comic shop and I bought a statue, so I'm a nerd. No, they're the same people who collect pops nonstop.
Those pop vinyls,
and they're like, yeah, I'm a classified nerd. I got pops. No, you're an idiot is what you are. And
well, you know what, Vinny, going back to that suit thing that you were talking about, the last time that they had suits over there for Hasbro making decisions is when you had that terrible fallout from after the 1986 movie, because in their greater wisdom, they said, hey, we're moving out that 84 line that was continued in 85. We're moving all those figures out. Let's kill them all in a movie. And then force these new figures on them that nobody knows, that they're only going to know of if they watch the movie. It's just a horrible mistake. There could have been a way to phase out all those figures and not kill off the characters and still got people interested in the new ones. It could have been a passing of the torch moment, but instead they had suits running shows that, no, kill them all off in the movie. This will make sense.
Yeah.
And that was the last time that Hasbro, for a long time, had a movie in the theaters, because they had two bombs back to back. My Little Pony, which they failed miserably at, and then they freaking failed miserably at Transformers in the theater. G.I. Joe wound up going direct to video because of those two big losses.
Yeah. No,
you're been missing hard.
You are 100% correct. And mainly, dude, I know, I have a handful I was given to at conventions and stuff. I'm talking about people who have like these walls of them, like that's what they collect, and it's
still in the box.
Yeah, they're still in the box, and they're cheap vinyl on top of it anyway. If you do take them out of the box, you're in a hot climate, they'll probably melt on you. Let's be real.
Dude, Hasbro has definitely been making some major missteps. I mean, after the whole Wizards of the Coast fiasco with the open gaming license there, the OGL 1.1, they've essentially they're trying to make tabletop role-playing games into MMO or video games.
Yeah.
And they've just basically destroyed their entire third-party market. And they pissed off a lot of people. When the lefties and the right wingers start freaking are on the same team.
Yep.
Like Paizo, they basically said, "Hey Paizo, if you want to make Pathfinder, you got to pay us." So yeah,
dude,
because you have because these products were started, at least in some degree, by people who had passion for the IP or the product. Walt Disney inventing technology to, show his vision to the world, that kind of stuff. The people in charge now, the suits, their passion is the bottom line.
Yep.
That's
actually. Oh, sorry.
No, feel free.
Well, there's a quote from. So apparently, the head of Wizards of the Coast is some Microsoft chick who doesn't play RPGs or anything. So like you said, her passion is the bottom line. And she was quoted as saying Dungeons and Dragons is dreadfully undermonetized. I want to turn players into payers. Like,
Yeah.
okay, you're done. You're out. Like,
Yeah.
Wizards of the Coast is gone. Hasbro's
that's
gone.
terrible.
Yeah, microtransactions out the asshole. All these
My thing
companies
is
are doing it too.
they're still doing the books though, so it's like, what is stopping people? Because I was in one of the G&G fucking, they have a D&D channel or some shit, because they have a channel about everything. But the guy's like saying, oh, it's gonna force people to have to do this thing. It's like, well, if they're still making the books, then what is stopping people from just making PDFs of the books and just selling the books? Like, there's nothing stopping them. If they have the physical copy of the book, they can
the big FU is to the people who've made like so one of the guys that I stream with on Fridays, Victor, he's made some 5th edition rules for like modern weapons, for example. Like, you know how Dungeons and Dragons doesn't have like M16s or like any of that stuff? This guy went into exhaustive detail of all these modern weaponry and how ballistics works with the Dungeons and Dragons rule set. And it's a supplementary book that, you know, you can get it off of drivethrurpg.com. And, basically with the new open gaming license, Wizards of the Coast says, we own that book, not you. And you owe us like X percentage of that. And if we deem you as somebody that has violated our woke tenets, like you didn't put like black people battle wheelchairs and stuff in your rules, we're going to cancel your book and steal it from you. Like that's what's happening. And then Paizo, who made the company Paizo, who made Pathfinder, which is based off of Dungeons and Dragons version 3 or 3.5 or whatever. Well, that's part of the open gaming license too. They're going, oh, hey, Paizo, your Pathfinder game, yeah, that's ours. You owe us money. And if you don't put like black lesbians in there, then your books are done.
Yeah, and that's one of those things where it's bullshit that's not going to happen. Like Brett said it about a week ago too. They said it's something that they can't do. I forgot he said like
they can eke it. So here's the thing is, legally they can't, but they can economically terrorize because they have more money and they have more lawyers. They can starve their competition or their targets by forcing them into litigation for lawyers they can't afford. And essentially what will happen is they can brute force their way to take it all.
Yeah, we'll see how that works out when people just keep boycotting all their shit, because that's what's
going to happen.
I haven't bought a D&D book in like ages. I just PDF.
Exactly. These companies
stopping from people from doing, like, there's nothing.
No.
Even if you do the things, and most people that I know, if you have a game group, you stay with that game group. You don't usually. So if the DM, even if the DM's the only one buying the book, like you're not stopping anything. Like
it's shit. Listen, these companies, they don't know what they're doing, and they're gonna lose everything. Trust me, because there's a bunch of shit. A lot of hardcore collectors are they're boycotting already.
Part of the narrow-mindedness that they have is when they think that they could monetize this stuff, they take out the biggest aspect of humanity, is that when there is a need, the creation will hit. Not only are they eliminating people, they're also creating new competition. These people will write new stuff, make better stuff, and what they had is going to be gone.
Yeah, well, look at Castles and Crusades by was it Troll Games there or Troll Lord Games? Like they're stepping up. Like all these other like indies are coming out, going, "Hey, if you don't like what Hasbro and WotC's are doing, why don't you check out our stuff?" Like,
and it's true too, because again, once more eyes, all you need is a couple of big platforms or someone who could spotlight it, who has a massive channel. We're talking about people who in the millions or whatever. If there's something that they really enjoy and they start talking about it, you're going to see these smaller indie things blow up overnight, and these bigger companies are not going to know what the hell hit them. Hasbro needs to put the bro back in its name, or it's going to be has been. And yes, William, you are 100% correct, dude. Because that's it. There's a lot of shit that I'm not collecting anymore. Me and Tommy, we've already agreed upon it too. Like, we're pretty much done with Transformers. We have there's like we want to finish off Menasor basically, and one other figure or some shit like that. There's not much, and we're done with these people because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. G.I. Joe, there was the handful of characters that I wanted, a handful of I still like. That's it. I'm not army building. I'm not doing any of that stuff. And their packaging and everything has been pure shit. I reviewed the Sergeant Slaughter. By the
Hell
way,
yeah.
big props to the real Sarge.
Hell
He
yeah, Sarge.
retweeted. Dude, Sergeant Slaughter's awesome. But
Yep.
the packaging on these figures suck now. They no plastic thing. There's no window. There's no nothing. It's just control artwork that is. It makes no sense whatsoever either.
And the bad thing about that too is you can't see the figures. And I know that there's a thing going around where people are buying these figures, they're taking the figures out that they want, and they're putting junk figures in there and taking it back to the store, and they're resealing them so it doesn't even look like they were open. So I mean, when I got that the Snake Eyes and Timber, the first thing I did is I opened it up as soon as I got home to check and make sure that that was the actual figure in there. But it was the exact same type of packaging that you have on that Sergeant Slaughter one. They did do something with a separate box. I didn't notice if they did that with the Slaughter one. They had a secondary box in there, almost looks like a Foot Locker, where they have all the extra stuff stuffed in.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing with the paper and everything. It's the exact same shit.
It's a waste, dude. It is an absolute waste. Yeah, because I got confused. I filmed a bunch of stuff when I did that, and I did a short because I did a specific short where I ripped into them for their packaging because they claim that they want to save the environment, and that's not saving the environment. You're making more of a problem. The plastic was better. It was easier. Now you just have wasted paper. They had like literally a piece of cardboard like this freaking big for a pair of glasses. Are you shitting me? Complete garbage. That Foot Locker thing was all cardboard. The box that they're in almost looks like a coffin, and they got yarn instead of like the twisty tie things. It's like yarn that's woven through it. And then you had extra items in a loose bag.
So
like
we're not saving the trees anymore. Then
no, we don't need trees.
No.
Climate change, not global warming.
Yeah, climate change. And again, what are they doing? And they're burning like mountains of tires in these other places.
Kuwait there, yeah.
Cow farts are destroying the environment.
Well, you knew something was up when what's her face there, the treasure troll Greta there, when she like, how dare you, when she's talking to like Western and European countries or whatever. Meanwhile, you've got China, who's like polluting has outfished ecologically destroyed the Sea of China and the Pacific Ocean. You know, they have there's no potable water in China. It's like all polluted because of all the industrial waste and stuff. Yeah. And they burning coal like it's going out of style. And, you know, and it's like, oh, but yeah, America has to be the ones to like get financially impacted because of this. Okay, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, just like we can't drill our own oil and send it through a clean pipeline, we have to have a bunch of slaves in Saudi Arabia produce our oil, put it on a big tanker, fill the tanker up with oil, and send it across the ocean and hope it doesn't tip over. That's better.
Okay. This was from Parrot Head, by the way.
And now for something completely different.
Nice.
Oh shit!
Yep.
Dude, thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. All this stuff is just getting so ridiculous. And I'm sorry. The more you try to scold your customers or you want to push certain things on your customers, get prepared because no one's going to be buying your crap anymore. Those Marvel Legends, I see them all the time just sitting there now. Because they're new waves, they're all done like that. You have no idea what the figures look like. And we know that they have a bunch of QC issues anyway. So now you're going to have defective figures in there. Like Tommy said, you're going to have the people who, the scalpers, they'll buy them too. They'll get what they want. They'll put garbage old figures in there and put it back into the store. Here, they return it. You know, and this is the other kicker. Every time I go to Target or if I'm looking for something, I'll ask somebody in there. And now it's been not even 9 times out of 9. It's been 10 times out of 10. If there's something I'm looking for, it's hard to get. They'll look it up on their little machine there. And then they go, oh, yeah, it says they're supposed to be on the floor. And if they're not, there's a good chance that they're stolen. Or it'll straight up be in the negative. And they'll say, what's that mean? You go, oh, that means there's been 4 of those figures that were stolen. So they're not even bothering returning things. They'll just grab them off the pegs and walk out the damn door. This is getting so ridiculous. Why? Because they're not getting punished for it. You know?
Oh, yeah.
This
is
Blue
Cities.
Something else. Yep.
Blue Cities, man.
Yeah. This is crazy. Unbelievable, man. But yeah, I don't know. That's why it's like a fight to find good things and things that we enjoy and we want to talk about. But when they're out there, you'll hear about them. Again, I recommend if you're going to see something, if you're looking for a good movie, Pale Blue Eye was fantastic over on Netflix. I wanted to look for some newer stuff, and I ended up watching old stuff too. On like Prime and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
Draven,
crazy.
Draven, what was that movie you were just talking about? The show, the Thor style show.
Thor style show?
Yeah, the Norris style show.
Oh, it wasn't a show.
Vikings?
I watched
Or
The
movie?
Northman.
That.
I watched
Yeah,
that recently. That was pretty good.
Yeah, Northman was good. That was a good one. But yeah, that's what I mean. There's stuff that's out there. So yeah, don't be afraid to look. And I know that Draven said he wants to go see. He's gonna be seeing Megan soon.
Yeah, we'll probably see that tomorrow.
Yeah, I heard very good things about that one.
I heard she calls Chucky a boomer.
Really?
I heard it wasn't a horror movie. It was an exploration into people's surrogate use of technology to replace human interactions, and that she really doesn't go spastic until the end of the movie.
Yeah, I saw something that was pretty funny. Hold on, have you guys seen Cindy Crawford's stunt double lately?
The wall defeats them all.
Yeah. Look, there's a stunt double for Cindy Crawford.
Oh wow!
She was mortified because somebody thought that she was
Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce Jenner.
That's hilarious.
But that's not the photo that it showed though of what she looks like now.
Yeah. I thought that was great though, because
The wall
it's
hits
literally
them all.
it's like for Spaceballs. You fools! You caught the stunt doubles.
Like smoking a cigar.
That's
Oh
funny.
shit! That made me laugh my ass off.
Yeah,
She should be mortified.
Well, it's just it's the Sean Connery effect. When men get old, they get aged and distinguished, and they look like Sean Connery. When women get old, so do they.
Yeah,
but
this is true, man. This is true. And just for we're gonna have some lovely lady appreciation. Here is Anna J.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, did we hear she's all right?
Yeah. I
Oh my God.
I believe she is.
Okay.
Yeah, but she's all right.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
What
that
about Ruby
match was
Soho?
insane.
Holy crap!
Oh, is that
woman
her
lost
after
like a
the
pint
match?
of blood.
Oh, dude, yeah. Holy crap.
Dude, so that girl, that's insane. She just
That was a
sliced
lot
her
of
head
blood.
open right in the beginning of the match.
It was just, like it was dripping. It was like full on gushing. Like that looked like a major head wound.
That sounds like a real woman to me, Chris.
But hey, hold on. I got the footage. One sec. Let me blow this up for those who don't watch any of that. Here was that lovely woman we just showed, Anna J. Not Cindy Crawford.
Oh my God, she missed the table.
Oh
Check
yeah,
this
you
out.
clipped it. Shit.
Yeah, look at this.
Look at this. That is straight onto concrete.
Yep.
Ow.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
She's supposed to hit the table, but the chunky one, she sat on the table instead. So
Yeah, Willow.
Yeah, that's not a good
But
bubble.
they had it really
No.
close. Like you can even see where the
overshot.
drop and the
Mhm.
and the actual table is. They needed to pull it back further.
yeah, but what I would have given to be in this one's position right there.
I know, right?
What the fuck is the ref deal? Like, what are you looking out for to make sure she's not cheating? Like, she's about to drive the woman on concrete. Like,
Yeah, no, I know what he's looking at. He's looking at one of the signs if they're not woke enough.
Yeah, that person has a natural hair color.
Because he was the whole time he was looking off to the side.
Yeah,
Not
it's-
once did he look at what was going on in front of him.
he's just like
No,
got
no.
the stance like he's making sure they're not using brass knuckles or something.
Yeah, it's like is that a regulation pavement smack?
Yeah, right. Oh my God, that's ridiculous. Hold on, what was the other? Because I saw that someone took a bump that was way worse than that.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
sure didn't remember.
How bad was her injuries?
I
I
don't
Besides
don't
the
know.
know if
gash.
she had
They-
any.
Yeah,
Tough girl.
during that same other match, there's another wrestler that was wearing camouflage pants, like the heavyset one. She was named
Yeah,
Ruby
Ruby
Soho.
Soho.
And like she's a very little girl. Like she probably weighs about as much as my thigh. And she like did like a gig, like cut herself to bleed or whatever.
See
But I
if I
think
can
she
find
did it
that.
too deeply because it looked like that scene in American Psycho when he had the chainsaw and he was killing the hookers. Like it was just blood all over the place.
Now hold on, guys. There was something that was way worse, and this person made a great point. Bubba Ray literally did it the same exact spot to a woman 4 times and his age. If you guys,
yeah, but there's padding.
Yeah, but
there's so much padding there.
Yeah,
there is, but even still,
that's like Mae Young was down till the day she died.
Like, yeah, that was like an 80-year-old woman. He's like slamming.
The giant hand will avenge her.
Yeah. Ruby Soho is like if Lori Petty and Andy Dick had a baby.
Yeah.
Here's a better. You can see it'll show you what Ruby looks like. Let me make that bigger.
That was cool when she came down to the ring with Rancid playing, like actual band playing.
Well, she's friends with them, and she was Ruby Riott in WWE, so she was going to go by Ruby Soho in AEW. And the lead singer of Rancid actually told her, well, you should use Ruby Soho for your entrance. Like,
nice.
He suggested it to her.
Here's the other one. It's just a gif of it, but it shows you how bad Ruby looks in it.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Are we allowed to show this?
Oh my God!
Well, that it is serious, though. I don't know.
Oh,
I mean, they've got those new rules, like they're striking video game channels.
Maybe just share the link so if people want to see that.
I put it in the
chat. Okay, yeah, that's better that way.
I think of that route.
Yeah,
I think she overcut or something, or hit like a major.
Well,
vein.
Bunny looked just as bad in her match too.
Yeah.
God.
Well, I was like, that's privilege on your face.
Oh, and then here's with her doing the stuff into the thumbtacks. A clip of that.
You're gonna put it out there,
dude. I got a lot of respect for these ladies. I mean, the AEW, the women of AEW, those are the hardest workers I've seen in wrestling.
They do what Mick Foley was doing 20 years ago, like
which is.
I just want to say I hate you all. I hate you all.
Sorry, Tom.
You're sharing these Twitter things. I can't look at these because my StreamYard is still attached to my old Gmail account, so it comes up to my account that's under appeal. I can't look at them.
It's too cute to be doing that.
Yeah, dude, some of the shit that these people went through. But speaking of other sports athletes, I saw this. I thought it was kind of funny. I think I could show this. We'll find out.
Probably. And you got to give Tay Mello props.
Right.
You got to give Tay Mello props because she could start an OnlyFans and be just fine, but instead she's going face first into thumbtacks.
She has an OnlyFans.
But
she could just do that. She doesn't.
Yeah, that's true. She could just do that,
yeah.
But she doesn't show any. Like it's just bikini and. Like,
that's
stuff.
Oh, that's like O'Doul's beer. What's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, and I gotta say, like, and the other one, like Anna Jay. Oh my God, like she doesn't have to be doing this at all. She can go into acting. She can go into modeling. She can do anything she wants. That bird is 10 all around.
That's why I'm like so like blown away that like nobody's doing anything with Jade Cargill. You know, like she's not gonna stay like this forever.
Well,
I mean, she's gorgeous. She's freaking stacked, and she can act.
Said she's going into acting. She did say that.
Yeah, she's doing voiceover work for something.
But she's
here's
new to wrestling, isn't she? Like she's fairly new to wrestling itself, so she's just becoming a name.
Here's
there isn't as much blood. Yeah, there isn't as much gore when you do see the other one over here. But yeah, I mean, you guys are asking, like, why do you guys watch wrestling? This is why we watch wrestling.
Yeah, look at those asses.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
The reason I like Bunny, you know, she's pretty. She may not be the prettiest, but you can tell she'll let you.
Yeah,
she'll let you do anything to her. That's all I'm saying.
These ladies are better than the men in the Fed. Just saying.
Yeah, I'd say
they are.
But yeah,
look at poor Ruby. Look at that. Like that is a murder scene right there.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah,
she took the. Oh, wait, maybe not. Maybe she didn't take the brunt of the chairs. I thought she did.
No, she looks like she landed perfect.
When they hit it, she bounced, so she got part of it.
Oh, okay.
Like the legs, they got up and hit her for sure.
There's still thumbtacks there, man.
Oh yeah,
that was before the thumbtacks.
Hold on, this is hilarious because this is fake. So I think we could show it anyway. This is from Sunny in Philly. So I'm gonna put this up. This is Ruby at the end of the match. Oh shit!
Just another day at work.
Right? Dude, that's
Just
crazy.
another bloody Sunday.
When you love
Well,
what
no,
you do.
when you're like big and fat and you see that much blood coming out of someone, it's like, yeah, they're fat. Like they have like an extra body, you know. But when you're
They need
tiny,
to come out with a line of bloody action figures.
yeah,
With blood on their faces.
They
And
like
should.
that old Masters Universe figure there, the mosquito one that had the blood in the chest.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
funny too because there's people complaining about that match about there's too much blood and
Yeah, shut up.
It's like
Go
it's the
watch
women.
SmackDown.
It's like dude.
Yeah,
Have you
I
seen
think-
the other match? That was worse.
I think Tony needs to be careful for asking for bloody action figures because they'll make him a Nyla Rose bloody action figure.
Oh,
Oh no,
that's
Jared
just
right in the
V8.
asshole.
Yeah.
V8,
Dude.
yes.
dude, that thing's a peg warmer. They made that thing. Yeah, we joked about it. I think I put out one or two of my shorts. And I was just laughing. I said, "There's just you see like 4 of them in a row. Like nobody wants that thing. They'll never."
We even had Stingray taking a guitar shot to the face.
Oh, yeah, from Cobra Kai.
That was funny. Yeah, the dude from Cobra Kai. Parrot had sent me this before he left. I guess this is that new anime Chainsaw Man. I don't know much about
I heard
it,
about
but
that.
it looks
I remember
interesting.
it.
Chainsaw head. Chainsaw ass.
Oh shit, that was pretty hilarious.
Cookie ass.
Oh crap, that was funny stuff. But yeah, man,
Like
I don't know.
Cookie
Cookie puss.
Well,
Oh, no.
It did.
Cookie
Did it have another
puss.
one? I thought it had
Was it
another
shouting anti-Semitic slurs?
Well,
With an
speaking of
Australian
wrestling, we had a Piper one, which is pretty good. Hold on, I'll show you guys this. But this isn't the one I was talking about earlier. I'll play that one on the way out.
You know what? I love you guys, man. You know, you remind me of my kids.
Oh, you got kids, Maniac?
Nah, not anymore.
What does that mean?
My boys. Oh, wait. You know what? The Maniac loves you. Even with your wait! Even with your feathers. Hey, I love you.
I love you too, man.
Well.
Oh, you guys gotta watch that show if you haven't. Oh my god, it's so good.
Great show.
I've
Piper-
seen the first few episodes up until when they were getting the kids drunk. Like,
Okay.
like literally like the first like 5 episodes or something, but I need to finish watching them all.
Yeah.
It's
When
pretty
Danny
good.
pops in, it doesn't stop getting. It gets crazier and crazier.
But children,
oh,
you're crackheads.
yeah, yeah, that was the best. Yeah, the twins there. Dennis and D. They wanted to do what certain other people were doing, so they got hooked on drugs and they wanted their welfare money, and then they would get more drugs. They got hooked on it, and he's like, "I'm not going to give you a cent because you are crackheads."
It's just
Oh, my
beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
Roddy Piper. Yeah,
It's
man.
not too long after he gets in there. I think that episode happens, Tony. So when you see it, you'll think of this moment. It's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
dude. There's just so many good ones.
Yeah.
Trust me. I wanted to put more, and I didn't have a chance to. But I think the ones I put in were pretty good anyway. That vegan shit was hilarious. There's plenty where he just really goes off the handle. Him and Charlie. Dude, Charlie Day. That guy is one of the funniest people on TV. And
Luigi.
he yells that he does too.
Mm-hmm. He is Luigi.
Yeah, he's Luigi. That's right. In the,
The fact that he pines after the waitress and that's his wife in real life and they could fight, the scenes that you have knowing they're married, that
Yeah.
like if you were ever pissed at him, that's where that moment came out. It's
that
like,
was funny. And Danny's like, I banged the waitress.
So,
What?
Draven, you were showing me Teal Piper the other day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why isn't she in AEW?
I don't
And-
know. She's on that Diamond Championship Wrestling or something with her husband
the
or
Women
something.
of Wrestling or whatever.
Yeah, she's in Women of Wrestling and
that
then
where Tessa
Diamond
went?
Championship Wrestling, which has her husband in it. And
They
he's
should
like a
bring her to AEW. Roddy Piper's daughter.
Dude,
She's
imagine
got a
her
good
and
look.
MJF.
Yeah.
Oh,
shit.
I didn't know she did start doing it. I know his son was
She
getting
was
into
on an episode
boxing
of Dark
and MMA.
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah, what was his name? Colton? Something like that.
Yeah, whoever he was bringing him on Nitro. We're doing the retrospective a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know before he passed away, he was helping his son. He was training. Because Roddy, he had like he won Golden Gloves or something too. He was a champion in boxing.
Yeah, he was fighting on the streets and shit before he became a wrestler.
Yeah.
That's why that whole Mr. T boxing match, people didn't realize that Roddy actually did box.
She's the one in the little skirt.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
That's the
She was on
difference
Dark.
in wrestlers. So you've got like Regal and Roddy Piper, these people growing up on the streets, knuckle boxing and shit, like legitimate tough motherfuckers getting stabbed, Teflon lined leather jackets, and then you've got the Miz at home, like, oh, I want to wrestle when I grow up, and like that's the big difference. Like,
I can't say I was that kid that was like, I want to wrestle when I grow up.
And there's nothing wrong with wanting to do that, but when you get to the Fed, act like Steve Austin. Don't act like, hey, guys,
act like a
I'm
badass, or in my case, a vampire.
I'm in the WWE, like they're marking out for themselves in their job. Like,
it's crazy, man. But again, it goes down to those people that they don't have that passion or that drive to do things the proper way anymore. Or when you do get there, push all the way. Make sure that you're gonna be something special. Because if you're just phoning it in just for a paycheck, like people are gonna see it. That's why a lot of the product is shit out there. The ones that are busting their ass, we showed you those girls. They bloodied themselves up. They're doing crazy hardcore matches on like regular television. Those are people who enjoy what they're doing. They want to elevate that product. I just hope that they don't end up paralyzing themselves or worse. But
look at the jobbers that they had in AEW. That like I can't be the only one calling them out, because like they had that guy AR Fox, and he was just like a total nameless jobber, and he actually won like a legit match against maybe it was on accident or whatever. But that dude, like, he had the moves, he had the wrestling technique, the technical skills and everything. And it's like, get that guy, like, push that guy. And then they did the same with Action Andretti. And it's like, meanwhile, you contrast that with the guys they are pushing, and it's like, what the hell is wrong with you?
They're putting Andretti with Starks right now.
I was going to say, again, just picture Roddy Piper in his prime in a fist fight against Ricky Starks.
Hate crime. That'd be a hate crime.
It would be.
Yeah,
two
I'll
different
bring up
reasons.
a picture of Ricky Starks.
It'd be like a Mike Tyson fight. It's over in 5 seconds.
Yeah, it would be a McNeely.
Like, at least Moxley, he might get his ass whooped by Piper. I mean, he's going to put up a fight. There's heart there,
Yeah, there's going to be a missing earring or a missing lip or something when he's done.
Even Jericho, for, whatever feelings we have towards him, he choked Goldberg out in the locker room. Like, some of these motherfuckers really can go, but then you got these other people, and just, I don't know.
It's crazy, man.
I like outlaws as wrestlers. Not...
Here's Ricky Starks for the people that aren't in the know.
Yeah, it would definitely be a hate crime.
Just say it now, Piper would destroy him.
Well,
yeah, he would.
It's like if you put that guy in Civi's clothing, like put him in normal clothing, and you saw him on the side of the street, you wouldn't be like, "Oh, dude, that's like that's like Hulk Hogan, or that's like Sheamus or something." You'd be like, "Oh, who the hell's that guy?"
He's definitely trying to be like The Rock for sure.
The Pebbles.
Here's a side by side comparison of the two.
Yeah. Oh, and I want to ask you, Tony, because I don't know if you've ever played it on your channel. Would I get hit if there's even a little bit of that real American playing?
Shouldn't. Should have at least 7 seconds where you're safe.
So you can see that's kind of what he's going for.
Yeah, Rock's got about 40 pounds per
The Rock
arm
actually
on him.
looks the part. Like,
come on. What about the Goodwill, the Rock Goodwill outfit he had on that one night?
Yeah,
the one with
the gold chain and everything. Yeah, like the black turtleneck.
Oh, here we go. I have it.
What were you saying about Hogan's theme, Vinny?
one of the clips I want to play, it's in there.
Yeah.
I am
Like-
a real American.
Yeah, I don't know. Would I be able to play that, or are they gonna come
don't-
after me?
Yeah, this here.
Oh my god! This guy looks so
You are a
ridiculous.
meme. You are a meme. He just
I
needs a
know.
fanny
Looks
pack.
like a
You're out of the pool.
race swapped Caillou. What?
Yeah.
Race swap Caillou.
That is
Bono.
Caillou asshole.
Hot, 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 hot. That's 14.6 carats.
Yeah.
oh my god.
Oh my god. I didn't realize.
When you order the rock from Wish.
Yeah, pretty much.
We have rock at home.
Holy hell!
You don't get rock, you get pebble.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a pebble.
Pebble.
That's just, oof, that's bad. But
He's the-
anyway, guys.
well, he was the FTW
yeah.
champion.
Well,
Yeah,
we
They
did.
might
We did.
nail you for Hogan's theme.
Oh.
Even if it's like the crowd is really like cheering
You should
behind.
be good. How long is the clip?
Well, that part's kind of short. The clip
Oh, if it's
itself
pretty short, you
is-
should be good.
Yeah,
And if
clip-
it's a parody, if you're like kind of like doing a parody thing of it, just
Yeah.
claim it as a parody.
Yeah, you can always dispute it.
All right. Well, it's because it's in one of the Sunny clips. It's funny, but yeah. Anyway, and we're gonna play it on the outro anyway, just in case. So that if I have to, I'll snip it off the end. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we did about 2.5 hours, and yeah, I want to have slightly more normal hours and be able to wake up tomorrow. So we're gonna be calling it now. We'll go around the horn. We'll start with Tommy since yeah, his voice is kind of going a little bit on him. So
No,
real quick,
my voice is fine. It was actually Adam was talking.
Oh,
is
that's my
Adam?
throat's just yeah. Because that tooth and everything earlier when I was trying
man.
to talk and I couldn't get.
Oh.
I felt like an ass because I was trying to. Yeah, it just wasn't.
Oh, my
Well, at
bad,
least
my
you
bad.
didn't feel like a scissor me ass.
Right.
Hey guys,
Daddy,
you
yes.
know me. I'm your friendly neighborhood pig. Go stop by the channel, check out the shorts. Still doing the battle bots, still doing the toy videos. Talking about the garbage that Hasbro is doing with the Dungeons and Dragons. I recently put a short up with the old TSR Advanced Dungeons and Dragons figures from 1983. Actually found a couple of them sitting in the back room. I know there's a third. There's a third one called Titan. It almost looks like he could be a Greek or a Spartan or something like that. So I know there's a third figure. I just couldn't find it. And of course, all the other reviews, we put up a whole bunch. We put like 3 of the 5 Jason figures up for Friday the 13th. Having a little bit of fun. Made a Jason mask for Stripe, which he was none too happy with by the end of the third video, throwing it off his head. But yeah, stop by, have some fun, check out the battle bots and the toy reviews, and watch the pigs just make a mess out of my everyday life. Guys, thank you for being here. You all are amazing. Every single one of you in the chat. Be sure if you're ever on the lookout for good entertainment, check out these people's works, independent creators, Adeg Outlaw, Chris Fisk, Vinnieart, Nerium Noah, Frog G. There's tons of great people in the community that are making stuff that we actually should be investing our time and money in. Peace.
Thank you, Tommy. Peace, brother. You heard the man. But yeah, we'll jump to Adam.
Yeah.
And dude, like I said, that clip is almost for you because
I love you guys, man.
Yeah. You betcha. So, man, check it out. This Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Nelson the Gentleman. We are going to be doing 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, a show. I'd like to keep talking, but my throat's killing me, so I'm just going to shut up and say thank you all. It's been a blast. Bye. We're here.
Thank you, Adam.
Bye.
Feel better, brother. And you said that's Thursday at 10, right?
Yes, sir. 10 p.m. Eastern
Awesome.
Standard Time.
Dude, yeah, I want to come hang out on that one too if we could.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, no, dude, good stuff for sure. Love talking about that stuff. Yeah, we need to bring one over here too because I want to get into some of that for a topic, one of these streams as well. Egyptian things, mythology, whatever, man.
I don't see anybody else doing it, Vin. And I mean, why not? Why can't we? We all get together and have fun. So
Yeah,
let's
dude.
do it. When in
Yeah.
Rome, shit in the streets.
Okay. Last time I did it, they tried to arrest me. They said we can't do it here. Anyway, no.
San Francisco's Rome.
The New York subway system's wrong. Tony, brother, let the good folks know what's up and what you got cooking.
Yeah, I'll be on Going in Raw tomorrow night over on ETEP's channel. And other than that, I mean, I'm going to be working on my programming. I really want to get together, though, and watch some, especially with these AEW pay-per-views so far apart. Like, I want to get together with you guys and, like, watch some old-school pay-per-views that really shine, like Survivor Series 98, Royal Rumble 2000, some older, like, good pay-per-views, because I enjoy watching wrestling with all of you, and, like, God, I'm just waiting for that next AEW pay-per-view, but it's in March. I think the last one was in, like, November.
Mm-hmm.
But I missed the Ring of Honor one in December, unfortunately. So it's been forever for me. So, yeah, other than that, not much going on, but I will try to make it by all these wonderful people's streams as they're going. So, yeah, you can catch me there and just, yeah, thank you everyone on the panel. Thank you everyone in the chat, and hope everyone has a great week.
Dude, hell yeah, man. Tony, thank you. And yeah, I want to hang out and watch some more wrestling with you guys too, because it is a lot of fun for sure.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, we'll jump to the doc.
Hey,
there you go, my good friend. So yeah, well, let's know. I want to know when we can get that beautiful hardcover of the Blood Witch.
You know what? I'm so tempted, but I promise to give the cover review or reveal on Loki's show. It is almost complete, and you've seen the old cover, and make that appear in your mind like what you would see in a kindergarten drawing class as compared to something in a graduate level drawing. The new one is just amazing. It will be matte finish. It looks historical, has the new symbols on it. And my artist is actually, when all 5 books are done, on the spines, there will be an image that combines to make a hand performing magic on it. It's absolutely wonderful.
Oh, wow.
And I'm hoping this week. It's really, really close. I don't like pushing my artist because I'm just not that kind of guy. But it is really, really close. And I'm looking forward for you guys to be able to check it out. And if you want it, I heard Tommy talking while I was away. I have a wireless headset on, and I heard him saying that he wanted it. And I'm just, yeah, I want you to have it too. Not for any financial reason, just because I love sharing the story. And you know that evolution, there's 4 of the 5 books are out. The 5th one will probably come out. It's going to be a while because we got a couple other projects we're getting done before that. But yeah, I'm having fun and I'm working hard. And I discovered some flaws with doing the KDP through Amazon. And I figured out how to fix them. So now the fonts are going to be correct in the newer versions, everything. It's just, yeah, this is going to be good. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Excellent, dude. I can't wait. Again, everybody run out there.
And your image is in it. Yeah.
Woo-hoo. Yeah, that's right. The sword's in that one.
Very last page.
Wait. Dude, that is going to be awesome. But yeah, everybody run out, go on Amazon, look up these things. When is the when's it? Well, roughly, when do you think it's going to be on? You're going to show it on Loki stream. You know what day?
Hopefully, this Thursday night.
Okay.
It may come sooner. Yeah, but
make sure to drop links for that when you guys do it.
Yeah.
We'll be running over the chat to take a look for sure, man. Hell yeah.
I think I'll give Tommy a preview just because he had brought it up. But other than that, I promised that I would do it on that show. So it's coming up.
Sweet.
I'm excited.
I want to get Loki back on here too. That dude's always great to hang out with.
Yeah. Well, the paperback version is going to go away of the Blood Witch. There will never be another one.
Okay.
It's all going to be hard book for that series.
Sweet. Yes, I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be awesome. Thank you so much, Doc. I remember
you guys are awesome. Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. Draven, buddy, let us know what you got going on here.
Yeah, so every Wednesday and Friday we watch Dynamite and Rampage, 10 p.m. Or 10:15 Eastern is usually when we go live and we'll watch them. And then Sunday, March 5th, we have Revolution. We got two pay-per-views in March that we'll be watching. So we got Revolution March 5th, and then we will also have ROH's Super Card of Honor, which is the 31st, which is the last day of March. So we'll watch that as well.
Excellent, dude. So
it should be a good show. That and starts early, so we'll probably have to do it like later in the day, depending on if I work or not. But yeah. And then this week, Dynamite or not Dynamite, Rampage will have to be like the Monday after, probably, because I work. So
okay. Well, this week, what do we do? Are we doing one of them on Friday or no?
Wednesday. We'll do the one Wednesday. Rampage is Friday, so Friday is the one we'll have to do like Monday or something. Monday or Tuesday.
Okay. Cool, man. Looking forward to it. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you for being here and chiming in with all that great stuff too. Dude, yeah, absolutely, man. And
earlier I was playing that Forspoken game too while you guys were talking.
Yeah,
I was playing the demo or whatever.
Yeah, the mechanics look good on it and stuff. But yeah, again, character-wise and story-wise, that's where we're up in the air, right?
Yeah.
But you'll let us know then. I mean,
yep.
With that demo, I mean, you'll be able to get a taste for it. Be like, oh no,
the controls are a little weird so far. That's for sure.
All right. There was a game that I did pick up for it was pretty cheap. It was like on like $20 or something. Control. And
Control is great.
Yeah, I was kind of digging it, but the mechanics was making me a little bit like nauseous. It was making me kind of want to throw up.
That world is also in the Alan Wake world. So if you've ever played Alan Wake,
I know of it. Yeah. I see some of that stuff.
If you like great stories, like that game is so good.
Oh, excellent, dude. Well, there you go. There's another good one for everybody. I still I do have the Resident Evil Village. I gotta play through that. I haven't touched it since before Christmas because God of War, and then the computer problems. But and now I'm catching up on stuff. So hopefully I can make time to get back to it because I really do want to. And Adega, if you were unaware, the gold edition, I believe it's the gold edition for Village. That's third person, so you see the back of your character. It's not just the hand.
Yeah, I played the demo in third, and it was confusing because I got so used to doing first person.
Oh, okay. So I don't know if you're down for that one or not, but for me, I got through the village area with the werewolves, and I made it into the castle. So I think where I left off was after the big vampire chick. She had him like all chained up, and he got himself out. Yeah, so like when I put it back on, I'll be around there somewhere. I think I got to put an eye on a door or something. But yeah, that's where I left off in the game. But it's fun. It's there's a lot of over the top shit in that game for sure. That whole thing with the werewolves, like they put you in a scenario where like, oh yeah, there's no way you're gonna get out of this. They just stop at a certain point, which is pretty cool. But yeah. Good stuff. Anyway, we also got Chris Fisk. Of course, we got Chris Fisk here with his fantastic projects that we're all looking forward to.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man. I guess I can show out. So we have book 2 here. You can find the first 15 pages for free on our website. On 2 pages, they'll be available shortly, hopefully. And we have a variant cover, or I should say a variant book version of that same story, but with a different art team here. So it's the same story, you just get a different window into the universe of Infinitale. And this one does have pages, and it's got Vinny's image on the back.
Yeah, man, it's nice and crystal clear tonight as well.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and if you're interested in grabbing the first book, you can just head on over to the InfinitaleChronicles.com website and click the buy now, and bam, it'll throw you right here on Amazon, and there it is. Woo! So
awesome, brother.
got a
Dude,
couple of
looking forward to this. Oh man,
Awesome.
we got another guest who just came in here. Well, we're doing the sign outs, but we got our wonderful friend here. You know her as Nerd Twinkie.
Hey guys, I know I
Hey,
probably
how's it
showed up at the tail end of it, but I just got home.
Well, it's all right. It's all right. Yeah, you could say a quick hello to everybody if you'd like.
Oh, hi guys.
Hey.
Good to be here.
Hello.
Yo.
Always
yeah,
good
yeah,
to have the nerd Twinkie on our side, sweetie.
Oh, it's always good
Always.
to be here. I was just like, when he sent me the link, I was like, I'm literally in the movie theater right now. I can't.
Oh, I just said, yeah, no, if you were free.
Yeah,
tonight,
and I was like, when are you doing the thing? And I'm like, oh, well, I was like,
Of
let
course-
me drop by and see if
yeah,
you guys
of course,
are still
it's the
doing
night
stuff.
that I go earlier.
What are you
Yeah, and
saying,
I'm like,
Wakanda
bro.
forever?
Yeah, you went to go see Wakanda Forever?
Oh, no. I have a Disney Plus account, so I would probably watch it on there first. But I actually saw Puss in Boots, and
nice.
I have to say,
Okay.
I was like kind of really impressed by a lot of aspects of the narrative. So I mean, it's
nice.
also cute, pretty film, but I noticed that they're trying to gravitate towards more graphic style. I'm currently working on a project that hi Keely. I'm currently working on a project that's gravitating towards that graphic style that they're emulating ever since Spider-Verse came out. So yeah, but I mean, it's I kind of dig it, but I don't know. It's kind of a hit and miss with me, graphically. But
Yeah.
I digress. I won't go too into it.
Well, yeah, because there are different styles that I know that they're trying to do. Because again, if something's a big hit, everyone wants to rip off of it. It's just kind of how these places operate in a big way. But I mean, from what you said, though, I mean, because I know Etep said he wanted to go see it too, or he's going to see it soon with his kid.
It's really good. I do recommend it. Yeah, I recommend it. Highly recommend it. Like, I liked Avatar, but I would have to say I like this one a bit better, just because the narrative is clear cut. Like in Avatar, The Way of Water, it felt like there's certain aspects that dragged on, and I was just like, I understand your world building and trying to explain a lot of things, but sometimes it's just, like you need to
there were a lot of
less is more.
yeah, there were a lot of scenes that dragged on for like 4 or 5 scenes that could have been accomplished in 2 scenes.
Yeah, like a montage. I know that there's some beautiful. I mean, I have to say, all the artists, holy crap, so talented. I think they did a phenomenal job with their skills. Like, there's no doubt that they're masters at their craft. But a lot of stuff could have been cut out into a shorter montage, and because like you didn't need to. I'm trying to say as little as possible in case you guys haven't seen it yet. But it's just like you don't need to go into like a 20-minute spiel of how this and like I don't know.
It's almost
tragic backstory. Yeah.
So hold on. See, this is the thing that drives me crazy too. A lot of more modern storytelling, they want to just hand feed the audience like they literally have brain damage. And that to me, it defeats the purpose of things too. Because there are movies that we've watched or shows or things, books we've read, where it's not all just put out there like, there's A, B, and C. They'll do A, they'll give you D later. They'll jump around a bit and they'll let you kind of put it together in your own way.
Like, did Zazie Beetz die in Joker? I don't know, but it adds to the movie.
That's what I mean. You want something that you could think about more, put it together on your own or multiple viewings or whatever, and you get more out of it. This shit where they just give you everything, like you're just reading straight through a script, it's kind of sad. And I think it hurts the storytelling aspects in a big way.
I totally agree. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. It's all good. Someone who's really good at doing that type of storytelling where they'll jump around and then make sense out of it and connect things back is Guy Ritchie. If you've seen a lot of his movies and stuff, he knows what he's doing. There's one that I saw with he had Jason Statham was the lead, and it was like this whole movie about the armored trucks that they were being robbed. Like the way that he did the storytelling there. In the beginning, it feels like kind of like cheap, kind of over the top nonsense with some of the dialogue. But once you get past that part, like he starts to show you what had happened and kind of those connecting points of how we got to where we are and then where it's going to go. Like he did a really great way of playing with that stuff. But
Oh,
like,
shit.
yeah,
no, I love his films normally. Some of the films that
Mm-hmm.
is listed as on his IMDb, like I really admire like his work. Yeah.
Well, his original ones like Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Like that movie was fantastic. There were two of them that he got kind of famous off of. That was one of them. But yeah, no, like he does a great job of doing that stuff. And a lot of people go, it's like a Tarantino type style. Yes and no. I think he's got a better grasp of how people, a little bit more of like how they actually are in real life, as opposed to Quentin
Yeah,
Tarantino.
Tarantino, he's a caricature. Like he's very into comics. Like the thing is, he's more of character. Like he's good with developing character and having their own stuff. But I
Right.
wouldn't say that they have as much depth in development. Like
Right.
Guy Ritchie, he has King Arthur, which was really good. There's also Sherlock Holmes. Like he did Sherlock Holmes. Like those are fantastic.
He did a damn good job with the stuff that he's played around with too in those aspects, in those worlds. I was saying about like Tarantino, he basically his dialogue stuff is taken from other films. Like because basically his whole thing is when he was growing up and he was working in like, rental shops and stuff, and he would watch all the old 60s and 70s movies and the stuff that had like the fast banter, that type of stuff. So that's where I'm not saying he's a complete hack, but I'm just saying he got inspired by that type of stuff. Where on the other side, Guy Ritchie, he lived more in the streets, and there's a lot of like wise ass stuff and people kind of breaking each other's balls. But you get to see those type of characters. That's why he started off with like those, kind of criminal type stories and those type of caricatures of people. But in a lot of ways, that's close to what he was seeing in the streets and stuff too. Obviously, he put more of a fanciful spin on certain things. But
No,
like
I
you said,
understand
though,
that. Like more depth, I think.
Yes, but then he was able, like you said, to do King Arthur. He was able to do these bigger things, and he made sense with it. His Sherlock stuff, same deal. He gave you these pieces, and then you kind of put them together, or like towards the end of the movie, you'll get more of a sense of everything. It's not just laid out, boom, 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 like that. It's no, here's a journey, and these characters you're gonna kind of fall in love with, or you're gonna either hate or love or whatever for whatever reason. But they're designed that way for that audience. So like what you're gonna lean towards or whatever. He did it. He's very masterful in that sense. There's a comic book he did too off of was Virgin for a short time. That guy Richard Branson. He had a comic book company for a short number of years, and Guy Ritchie did I think 2 different books for him. I have one of them, and it was really good the way he did the storytelling. I don't know if he ever made a movie off of it, but I think all the elements are there, and it's the same type of stuff. You can see how his writing is, and it's strong in that regard. So, but anyway, real quick though too, let us know, because we were wrapping up. Let us know something that you're kind of looking forward to this year, or something that it's just putting a smile on your face that you've been watching recently.
Oh, okay. Okay, so something I am looking forward to is just some movies that are coming out. Like there's one with I wish I could remember, but it's with Joaquin Phoenix. I don't know if you guys seen the trailer for that, but like it looks like it would be a really good film.
Okay.
I'll have to look it up, but I recently saw The Whale, and that was like a fantastic film. I highly recommend that. It will make you feel things.
Yeah,
it will make you feel a lot of things. Have you guys seen it?
No,
I
not
haven't,
yet,
but I've heard
been
about
wanting
it.
to.
Yeah, no, that. If anything, you have to watch that one.
Do you know what service it's streaming on?
It's still in theaters, but it's probably going to go on Netflix sooner or later.
Okay.
So I do recommend that one.
I thought it was something that was just it was strictly for streaming. Oh, it's strictly a theater movie right now. Okay.
Yeah, for now. I think it just released sometime in December. I saw it like maybe a couple weeks ago, but I really love that film. It kind of gave me hope for the film industry because there's just so much crap. Like
no, this is true.
Just utter tripe. But then again, I don't like to badmouth the creatives. I understand that there's a lot of money and effort that comes into it or goes into it, but at the same time, it's just like I want you to say something to me besides just utter stupidity. But
Right.
I mean, you know, seeing that, I mean, there's other films I'm looking forward to. But for a personal note, like I think I'm looking forward to, you know, building more of my career and going towards what I want to do for like the rest of my life. So
For sure.
yeah.
No, oh, absolutely. Like
Enacting a plan, a game plan, you know.
Yep. Yeah, we were all kind of like, you know, we were kind of hitting certain points and things we're looking forward to, things that, you know, made us think as well, not just being entertained, but it's all that type of stuff. Tommy said it too. He can't wait for all of our projects. He can't wait for our books. He can't stand a lot of what the mainstream's doing. There's a couple gems here and there for sure, but you know they become harder to find. So yeah, no, there's been a couple things we talked about tonight. So yeah, that's definitely cool. Puss in Boots. We heard good things from you. Can't wait to hear what Ethan has to say about it too. Yeah, The Whale. That's something we've been hearing a lot as well. I'm looking forward to that. I said Pale Blue Eye is really good. That's on Netflix. Pale Blue Eye.
Oh, okay. I'll check it out tonight.
Yeah, with Christian Bale. That was a good one.
Have you watched Pinocchio by Guillermo del Toro yet?
I haven't, but Frankie did. And
thank you, Frankie.
He really hated the Pinocchio.
What? Why?
That's a whole other topic.
Oh, okay. That's for another. We'll take.
Well, that'll open up into something else. I personally have not seen it. I didn't see it. He did, and he says that it's a very, very dark and over the top, depressing story. On top of everything else.
Okay. Well,
the original.
We can discuss it later.
Collodi's book is dark. We know that, but.
Well, the whole point of the film. I know you're like, oh, it's dark, but the thing is, the whole point of the film is just it's more of like dealing with death, you know, and it's kind of being okay with transition. You know, I know everyone is kind of a touchy subject, but I'm really into kind of going into like mortality, since I see a lot of that, and I've had my own issues with it, but
yeah.
Okay, but not the politics in it. I mean, granted.
Well, all right. We'll just say real quick though too. Yeah. So okay, visually he liked it, but he says not the political stuff at all. Runner says that it was fantastic. You liked it a lot.
I think it was fantastic. Personally, like I understand in some ways, but the thing is, there's no bad guy. There's no, and you know, the thing is, Pinocchio has the power to change his existence and be who he is. Like, I don't know. It's such a beautiful story. Like, I think I understand maybe there's some political aspects of it. I wasn't paying attention to that per se. I was more paying attention to the growth of the protagonist as well as the people around him and how their perspective changed. So that goes without saying. I do recommend that. And there's the Cabinet of Curiosities by Guillermo del Toro. I've been watching that recently, and that one's horror. If you like horror and weird crap,
I heard there are episodes. There are hit and miss episodes.
Yes,
there's ones you'll love, ones you'll think is a complete waste of time. The last thing I saw from him was that movie with Bradley Cooper and the circus. I can't remember the name of it. I thought it was a giant waste of time, that movie. He tried to do his kind of film noir type stuff. I think he failed. I love The Shape of Water, the one where the it's basically the creature from the Black Lagoon, but like a love story.
It's so tricky because Del Toro, I think he's a great storyteller, but the problem is unless he's the one producing it, it's going to be like it's a hit and miss, right? Because like the producers control the funds and they determine what is the story.
Right.
Essentially, it's not the director. The director just makes sure everything happens, and then maybe you can add some creative spins to it and go with it.
Right.
But yeah, normally it's the producer, whoever has the money.
Yeah. Oh, Adam, have a great night. He wasn't feeling too well, so he needed to take off. His throat. He's been having problems because of the tooth and everything. Sugar Chris, what's up, brother? Dude, great seeing you here. We were wrapping up. We just hit kind of last
Sorry. Yeah, that's me.
No. It's totally fine.
I saw some cool comics, guys. Like good work from what I saw when I logged in.
Oh, nice. Excellent. Chris is playing video games. Look at that. We got two guys playing video games right now with their OBS.
Yeah, I'm playing the demo for Forspoken.
Ooh.
And the controls are a little weird. I'm not quite sure how to do specific things.
Ooh, it's pretty though.
Yeah, it does look nice, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, story wise, you'll let us know how it is and all that. Chris is playing some retro stuff. Which one you playing, Chris?
Oh my god, I haven't
That
played
looks like
Kraken in
Ridge
forever.
Racer or something.
Yeah, it does look like Ridge Racer. He's muted though. But anyway, his cat tormented him tonight, knocked over a shelf and everything. But yeah, guys, girls, I do hope that you enjoyed everything. Remember, I do have some great books out there as well. I mean, all night you can see it. City of Venus, Through the Woods, Shadow of the Kraken, which, you kind of see it tonight, kind of. But all these things are available. Check it out. Go on to the description to all this. And yeah, you can grab all those great books. Again, plenty of cool stuff to look forward to, surprisingly. John Wick, it's definitely a movie I want to see. There's a few things here and there. I'll look up that trailer too for Joaquin Phoenix's thing. I am curious about that. But yeah, I hope everyone does have a great night. Keely Cha, Manliness, Sugar Chris, Frankie. We had a bunch of awesome people in here tonight. Lion Ratton, William Palmieri, Tree Rock Creations. Again, sending good thoughts and stuff for your whole family situation. Glinzer, thank you for being here as well. Parrot Head, he sent some funny memes and stuff too. Nuke, thank you for being here. Yeah, we'll have more talks about video game stuff too on another stream. Maybe we'll grab Tony, myself, a couple of the other guys, and just kind of hit all that stuff. Because yeah, man, there's a few games I'm definitely looking forward to. Jedi Survivor, the Resident Evil 4 remake. There's a few others. I just can't think of them off the top of my head right now. Things I saw in passing. Samba Gogo, thank you for being here. Soul Assassin. Let me see who else we're missing here. Keely Cha, we said, I think. Lasso of Truth, thank you as well. Everyone, go subscribe to Lasso's channel. She has some awesome content she does. We're going to be doing on Wednesday. I believe we'll do another horror discussion coming up. The Freddy versus Jason. Can't wait to talk about that. I think that's what we're doing this Wednesday. Yeah, no, awesome. And she did it. She put up a review of another Jason figure on Friday the 13th. So that was a good time. Tomorrow we will be hanging out over on the Place to Be reviews for the Raw Monday Night Raw. Yeah, dude. Yeah, we always have a blast hanging out with ETEP. Let me see who else we had in here. Pale Rider was in here tonight as well. Thank you, brother. Chris was saying to load everyone too earlier. Papa Cotton. Thank you, man. Riot Kitty. Let me see. I'm sorry for anyone I did miss. Kind of going through right now. Brutal Morningwood, always hilarious, always awesome. But yeah, I know I'm probably missing some people. Time Prophet, that's another good dude, good supporter. Yeah, you guys were chatting tonight. That's awesome. I am happy that you guys enjoyed the conversation for sure. Samba Gogo. Oh, we lost another one.
Chris Feld.
Oh no! I bet his cat pulled out more wires.
Right.
She's like, it was playing around with his Xbox and his PS3. I think I got everybody, but again, if not, my apologies. Oh, Bone was in here tonight as well. Legends of the Brave Bard, Indie Wrestling Aces. Yeah, I knew I missed a few of them. But yeah, again, excellent people. Thank you all the time for supporting. Tonight we're going to go out on some more fantastic. Oh, Gap After Dark as well. I think it was like the first one, one of the first ones in tonight. Yeah, Freddy versus Jason. Yeah, no, we're going to be discussing that over on her channel on Wednesday. On Lasso of Truth is
I'm looking
on her
forward to
channel.
that.
Dude, I love that movie. That's one of my favorite. And
it's a really good soundtrack too.
Dude,
Yep.
I seriously got into like more of the humorous stuff, like because of that movie. You know, like dark humor, but besides like Evil Dead or whatever, you know, of course.
Which again, yeah, we got to get more into Yeah, we'll do it off air. But yeah, we'll watch more episodes too for.
I know we keep on forgetting.
Yeah,
like I need to watch it. It's so good.
Oh my god, so good. Oh, and surprisingly, History of the World Part 2. They dropped the trailer for that. Mel Brooks, man, for a guy who's about to hit 100 pretty soon.
Yeah.
Holy crap. He looked pretty healthy. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of energy.
Never count out Uncle Mel.
Never.
Oh man.
There are people in that trailer who I cannot stand, and then there's people in there who I really like. So I think it's going to be like hit and miss segments, if you ask me. But I don't think it'll be a total throwaway. I think there'll be some good stuff in there. So
I think we should just give it a chance before we judge it. Like that's me with everything.
Yeah.
I wasn't so sure I was gonna like Puss in Boots. I watched it and I'm like, oh my god, this is really good.
Well, that's it. Yeah, we're not just going to attack shit for the sake of it, unless we know 100% what the hell like the creators and everybody like they've been bitching about and saying, like, you know, if they scold the audience or try to whatever.
Oh hell yeah!
But then they deserve you know the good slap in the face.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, but either way, yeah, everybody, I do hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. I'm playing this one for Tony on the way out. It's not Ric Flair, but it's someone else in the ring. So everyone have a great night.